Okay. Oh, you know what? I need that real quick. It did. I need to add a tab on Caterino. Got 2 S's in a row. Okay, perfect. Got them. Trash Talkers Inc. Okay. Okay. Boo gets spooked. How fucking dare you? I wanted to see you more yesterday, Amo. You popped in while you were like on your way to bed, which was nice, but I don't know. I feel like I haven't gotten to sit down with you for a few days. It's Spoke Month. Hi Hobbit. Hi Amos. Hi Ronwu. Hi Smile. Before streams chat. Bald? Here, what are those emotes? Frosted Rabbit. Himbu Feral. This guy being Bingle. Yeah, but I'm away from home. I know. Hi Ronwu. Ferals. Hi Hobbit. Dirt. What is that one? Hi Archangel. Jammin'? Okay. Okay. Let's fucking start. Let's fucking start stretching. We shall hang out proper sometime again? Just send me a DM or something? I'll tell you right now, Amos, I'm really fucking bad about that. I'm the type of person who... I'm the type of person who... I'm always down to hang out usually, unless I have plans already. But I'm really bad at starting plans, initiating plans, reaching out to others. I have a friend recently who... I like playing online games with them, right? MMOs, things like that. They're in our group. If nobody tells them something, they just don't know. So we were like, are you playing this update for the MMO? And they're like, I didn't know that was a thing. Nobody told me. I was just like, what? What? Hi, Global. Hi, Elder. You know who isn't away from home? That guy. Jarboy. Minicon Collected Edition Scarred Face Extra Mpreg Bimbo Barbie. You know I actually do have scars on my face, right, Global? You remembered that, right? Because you remember little tidbits like that. I'm gonna sneeze. My allergies have been really bad this morning. I have 2 big forehead scars. I have one right in the middle, and I have one above my right eye. Scar from cats? No, I have a scar from falling down at the zoo when I was 5 years old. And I have a scar from getting hit in the head by a Tonka truck when I was also 5 years old. 5 years old was a rough year for Yulind. But no cats. Oh, I've never owned a cat. I did take care of a cat for 5 weeks for my next door neighbor. They basically were going on a trip to Niagara Falls for like a month. And right before their trip, they adopted this cat. I say adopted a cat. What really happened was they found a feral cat at the parking lot. And were like, we have to take him home. We have to love him. And so they had it for like 2 weeks. And then they're like, hey, Yulind, we're going away for 5 weeks. So can you watch this thing? And I was like, sure. This thing was fucking feral. Hi, Logitech. 24 months. Oh my god. I don't like seeing that number. Since you have Scarface, you say hello to my little friend in the bedroom? No. No, I don't smile. Hi, fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I liked that art. I'm so fucking cooked fish. I can't tell the difference between art and AI art anymore. So I saw this and I sent it to you and it's like, I hope this isn't AI. I really hope this isn't AI. It has that, like, that sheen that might make it be AI, but I don't think it is. But I'm like, can I say it? No, you can't say it. I used to be really self-conscious about my face. I used to be, like, really upset about my scars. I also have a snaggletooth. You never saw the cat? Are you referring to Safi, or are you referring to the feral cat that I just babysat for 5 weeks? Story that I told. I got braces. And then I had, retainers. After, like, I hated being called Snaggletooth, by the way, Ron. I had a friend that would do that intentionally to piss me off. When I had retainers, I had them for, like, I think, like, 9 months. And I would take them off. And within, like, 2 days, so your front 4 teeth, like the 4 flat ones on the top row, the second right one. So you've got your 2 buck teeth, and then there's 2 flat teeth on either side of those. The one over here, that one twists. The corner, the bottom right corner, like, flares out. It twists out. And so at certain angles, it just looks like it's sticking out a whole inch. It's obviously not sticking out a whole inch, but it sticks out a shit ton at the right angles. I guess the wrong angles. And, you know, we kept going to the orthodontist, like, what, it keeps doing this? And he's like, well, your retainers fix it, right? And I was like, yeah, it kind of hurts, though. And he's like, yeah, no, some people just got this, and it looks like you're just going to have to wear retainers for the rest of your life. And I was like, no, I think I'll just have a snaggletooth. And they were like, what? But you just spent all this money on tooth work, and it's going to, like, hurt more and more to fix this, like, if you don't stay on top of it every night. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that every night. Like, it was so hard to fall asleep with a retainer in that I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'll just have a bad tooth. Which, you know, I was still very self-conscious about. People would be like, oh, your tooth is fucked up there. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Okay. Fine, I won't introduce you to the people in the bedroom, shorty. Daffy is feral. You, what the heck? Yank it out, put in a new tooth. I don't think it was AI. Check the artist out, and from their older work, the newer, you can see very, Norman human-like improvement of skill. Normal human-like? Okay, that's good. You understand when I say that it's got that sheen, though, right? It's got that, like, glossiness, that, like, shininess that's like, this could be AI. It's very much like, I see it and it's got that, like, possibility. I feel bad for artists who, like, that's their style. Because there's some artists that, it's almost like AI just took their gallery and learned from that. An artist I watched, and I don't see them do much stuff anymore. Granted, they're not the greatest person, but their name was Sakimi-chan. It was like AI just took their gallery, and that was the, like, default AI look. And so they used to pump out pretty high quality artworks regularly, and they had extremely expensive commissions. Hi, Octomage. And then AI art became a thing, and it was just like, their entire gallery just looks like AI. It just looks like, oh, this was the lucky AI piece that didn't have fucked up fingers. And it was like, no, they've been doing this for 15 years. But it was just like, that was the AI look. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to tell the difference, Dedge. I just look at the hands. They still fuck up on those sometimes. Hands are one way to tell. For me, it's the backgrounds. Hi, Ryan. For me, the backgrounds, when you start seeing, like, bending and warping and things that are supposed to be straight lines, That's the one that I'm like, ooh, that's the thing. That's AI. Space fish hug. Mage. Oh, you might like this. There's a new physical camera that produces cryptographic proofs to prove the picture was created from the sensors of that camera. Oh, that's neat. Ryan, I'm not a dork. Hi, Trogdor. You're absolutely a dork. You were talking to me in Old English this morning. That's like the most dork-ass thing possible. Engie. I see Fire Hug. Hi, Octal. What do you mean question marks? Whoa, it's a orc. It is Cairo. They're probably not going to be here too long. They're probably just popping in to say hi.
Yeah, I want Noodles to be the voice, but they're like, no, I'm not going to do that.
What the fuck? Are you like both
Noodles.
Are you both gonna be the voice?
I guess. Well, no, I thought it'd be funny if they rolled up and it was just them, and not me. Be like,
you know,
you load in, you go, this fucking guy, and then they roll up and it's Noodles' voice coming out of me.
I did that to Siseldon a few years ago. Foss was visiting me at my apartment, so we called Sis, and it was Foss on the mic, right? And Sis was like, "Wait, what? This is so confusing." And then the two of them just talked Elden Ring for an hour. So I'm sitting there going, "This was a bad idea. This was a mistake." A camera that makes NFT. Throw cheese at it. Like, hey, here's my photo, and here's this long as hash and mathematic formula to prove it.
They came in. Like mouthing words at me. like when you're trying to like mouth words to someone on the phone to like get them to say something. I don't know what they're trying to communicate.
I think she's being a dork and like specifically avoiding talking.
She is being a fucking dork.
Hi, Micaiah.
Hi, Micaiah. Happy birthday, Micaiah.
Yeah, I said happy birthday to Micaiah last night. I said happy birthday to Star Cluster. Both of them were like, thank you. I'm excited to drink with them tonight.
I'm gonna blow you up.
I absolutely did that where I was like, Rudy, happy birthday. And they were like, it's not my birthday. And I was like, what? Micaiah said. And Micaiah's just like,
I said
Yulind.
Yulind.
I don't know Starbucks that well. I know Star, and then there's the other Star.
What did Micaiah say?
Micaiah was like, it's Starbucks' birthday. Yulind, it's not, it's Starbucks, the other one over there. And I was like, what? Oh, shit. I'm sure that's going to take off. Long ass hash. Noodles a bitch. A camera that makes NFTs. Always so judgmental, SMH. There's an old English translation group for doujinshis, and it brings me so much joy. I can barely understand it, but it's so nice. I know about this space fish. I'm happy they're having fun. I would never, ever in my life read an old English doujin before an English doujin. That's like, this is so stupid to me. If you've seen Meta Social Network, not Facebook, it's only AI. It's insane. Morning, Lynn, Icy, Ranmu, Gamers, Techno, Comfy, happy birth. Happy level up day, Makai. What you spending your skill points on? There's Star, the other Star, and the other Star. There is Starbucks Coffin. My Starbucks. There is Star Cluster. Rudy. Then there is...
Too much Starbucks.
Too much Starbucks. Pyro Star. I don't know too much Starbucks that well, but they had a birthday last night. Or at least we're celebrating it. Thankies also spending them in perception. True. Happy birthday, Micaiah. May you and chat not try too long for your elf NFT arrow as a filler art for the AI storyline. Heck, Yulind. Hi, Nixor. Well, what does bro got against Old English? It's fucking a pain in the ass to read? To listen to? Dude, you play Final Fantasy 14 and you're like, wow, Urion's so great. I wish he would stop talking and just say what he needs me to do. Just give me a little napkin with like the location and the item you need, bro. What the fuck is he saying? Old English is annoying. You don't know how to have fun. Nix, hi Icy, hug Icy. Happy birthday, Grimace. Yeah, I celebrated Star's birthday by beating their ass in mahjong noodles. Am I your only Trogdor? You are. Yulind. You know it's true, Yulind. What? The thing you said?
Concept.
The thing you said or the thing I said?
Am I the only Trogdor?
Yes. Well, so they've met other Trogdors. In fact,
am I? What? Oh, really?
Yeah, they've met other Trogdors. One of them was kind of weird because it's like they knew them when their name was like not Trogdor and they were in the same space. And then like a year later, the person had renamed themselves Trogdor. And it's like,
theft.
Yeah, literally identity theft. Yulind, that was the most attractive thing you've ever said. Oh my god, I fucking love you. What, me complaining about Urianger talking? Well, they don't know the actual Trogdor. Old English just naturally sounds pretentious. Hi, Proxy. I need to do my searches. I keep, like, fucking yapping and then also, like, trying to not just sneeze and sniffle.
Yeah, well, we should get going ourselves. I gotta go get medicine, and then we're gonna go to IKEA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is the goal?
To get more sharks.
What's the sharks? Okay. Doesn't she have, like, 4 or 5 already?
Yes.
Incredible.
Much more, and I guess that's where we're having lunch.
I'm gonna blow my nose right.
Having meatballs is gonna be the first thing I eat today. Yippee! And my friends.
Gah. Get the fuck out of the camera.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, leave now.
Damn.
Leave sooner as opposed to later, please. Kick. Fuck that guy, Proxy. You just hate our autismo king. I love Urianger. I just hate his insistence on Old English. Hi, Noodles. Enjoy your shark. Enjoy your meatballs. Enjoy your other plans today. That you don't know about, that I know about, that Cairo knows about because he told me, because obviously he's the one that made the plans that you don't know about. Also, you never said good morning to me. I'm preparing my twit longer. Hi, Techno. I also should go to IKEA soon. I'm running low on meatballs. Wait, I'm going to IKEA too, Cairo. Should have at least 6 or 7 sharks. The fuck is that? Well, kick. That was a model that Kai really likes. It doesn't have Visemes. It does have pretty in-depth face tracking that is horrendous. And it'll stop bullying me with the RK. That's just 14 in general. Shit don't open till December here. Ronmu redeemed outfit. Halloween. Hell yeah. I am Awakened Prince. Yeah, Nubby. Nubbing our nubs. Thank you, Ronmu. I get to use my favorite outfit. Why do you say it like that, Lamo? What? Say what like what? Yangshi? Jalapeno. What did I say weird? I already forgot. He lost his hands. Yulind's a changed man. Damn, look at them bounce. I bet they jiggle. Let me slap them a bit, pretty little thing. What are you even talking about? They don't bounce. Let's a change when years late. Proxy pickles. This man never tells me good morning. I don't know why I do always forget you, Trogdor. You know what it is, Trogdor? Because you come in always saying something that's like, I can't just say hi to you, right? You don't say, hi, femboy. You don't say, good morning, Yulind. You come in with some ridiculous stuff to start, and I gotta, like, lock in on that right away. Like you said, I'm not a dork. Okay, so I'm immediately talking about why you are, in fact, a dork. Hi, Trogdor. But realizes sleeves are the best. I'm gonna kill. Can we stop with all this Halloween stuff? We need to start preparing for Christmas. Shut the fuck up, Smile. Hi, Proxy. Proxy, you're the OG sleeves. Hi, Proxy. Nom. Hi, Harley. It's too cold for me. I need layers. Good morning, Elder Nix Woodles. Proxy cuter. Yulind, can I jiggle the left and bite the right one? We're talking about sleeves, right? Peggy's Harley. Shut the fuck up. Smile, Harley. No Christmas. My sleeves are really gross. When we were doing World Hop yesterday, we went to a Burger Princess map that had a fondue thing. And I got my sleeves in the fondue. So I need to wash this outfit. The sleeves are like covered in like crusty cheese right now. Stop picking on me, Peggy's for Proxy. This guy needs to start stretching. It's already 21 minutes in. I'm not ridiculous. You are very ridiculous, Chogdog. You are very ridiculous. We're doing lunges. Get in the Jar Jar boy. This Burger Princess map we were at. Holy shit, guys. So it's one of those cutesy worlds. It has an anime song. It has like a anime version of Wendy's mascot. You go to the top floor, and it's like the hangout area. There's like a video player with a couch in front of it. An area to like just lounge in. There was a bed. It wasn't a normal bed. It was like, imagine a doll of Wendy's, but like bigger than king size bed size. It was literally like a giant Snorlax, but retextured to be like the Burger Princess girl. And so I could not stop making the joke, going up to people that like they're joining. I'm like, yo, you want an ERP on the fat bitch? It was just like, oh god, this is so bad, but it's so fucking funny to me. Strickland maintained off to Workland. Goodbye, Techno. I hope it goes fast. It was probably the most horrendous bed I've ever seen. I could probably fall asleep on it, but my god, I wouldn't want to. It'd be like, I'm only here as a fucking challenge. Or like someone really wanted to sleep there. Redhead Pats. Oh my goodness. Wait, did Ronmu leave? This is so sad, Ronmu. Hi, Stocking. Not the weirdest place you've ERP'd anyway. You know, I actually think it would be. I mean, I didn't ERP there. I don't think I've ERP'd at overly weird places. When it comes to VR chat... I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, thank you. When it comes to, like, VR chat, I haven't, like, ERP'd in crazy places. I actually haven't done that much in VR chat. So it's not like I've done really crazy wild stuff. Hello, Harley Stock Proxy, gasp. I can count the amount of times I've ERP'd in VR chat on one hand. As crazy as that sounds, I can do it on one hand. All of my shenanigans have mostly been Discord. This guy a phony? What the fuck? I never said it was all VR chat stuff. All my lewdness is just in other places. Fuck you. Where toe touches. I guess the only weird place would be a public world. Let's see. The first time was the treehouse. Second time was... What's that old, like... Rain World? Here. World. Liked worlds. If I scroll down. The first time was Treehouse in the Shade. The second time was... Oh, I don't see it. Popular. Is it still in popular? You know that old, like, 6-year-old map that's like the Rain World, Silent Rain or something. That was the second time. The third time, I don't even remember where the third time was. The fourth time was the Neko Beach. The fifth time was Wispy Woo Stairs. So I guess it's literally 5 times. I can also do it on one hand. I just use the same finger several times. Yours was probably in the Safari World on top of the car. Jesus, Hobbit. You know what's crazy is my friend, well, if it's the Safari World I'm thinking of, my friend made that one. And I know a lot of history behind it. Don't take Icy outside for this. He's trying to traumatize the Chow. I'm pretty sure Icy's older than me. I'll make it 6. No, you fucking won't, Trogdor. You don't even get on VR chat in desktop. And this guy's like, I'll make it 6 times that you've ERP'd in VR chat. What a fucking half-assed, empty. I can't with this guy. Roxy Vegas. If someone manages to get me to ERP and take me to some dingy-ass apartment world, my want to ERP fucking dies around. I don't sound like that. I only like to ERP in weird places. Or at toe touches. Or at toe touches. Ugh. 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 Icy is older than you. I didn't know he was in his 50s too. Jesus Christ. Splits. Ugh. I'm the same age as Yulind. I just happened to be born a few months earlier. Yeah, I say older, but he's not like that much older. Ugh. Ugh. Actually, between Icy Fire and Hobbit, I forget who's older. I think Hobbit is 3 months older than me. Ugh. Ow. Ugh. Ugh. Gotta clear my nose again. Yeah. Be nice to Yulind, it's getting cold where he lives. His joints are all in pain. Oh, we have another old. Wow, how is it watching the moon landing live? Yulind is 50, got it. You guys are brutal. You guys are just mean. I'm sorry to hear there are so many geriatrics in here. I hope your children and grandchildren are looking after you all. How do I word this? The age range being like 20 to 40 is ideal. If somebody's like older than 40, you know, no issue. I expect them to be less understanding of memes and trends, but you know, 20 to 40 is like good. Younger than 20, it starts being like, oh god, oh geez. Why are you here? Why are we doing age count stop? We are not particularly doing it. I don't know. They're just mean to me stalking. Anytime age comes up, they're like, oh, what was it like watching the dinosaurs go extinct? And it's just like, ugh. Stalking fact. Yulind, why is your viewer demographic 30 to 50? It's not. It's 20 to 40. Not understanding memes? That's just you? What? Okay. Okay, dude. I say one thing, they hear the other. Cammy stretch. We're at Cammy stretch. Goddamn, who's 40? You're watching a femboy walk? Trogdor, there are like unironically 40-year-olds here. I think Proxy is 39. I think Logitech is 40. I think Freya is 40. Like, they exist, I promise. I'm also hungover a shit, Lamau. Father, what is up, dog? Yeah. Not much, how about you? Last night, I was hanging out, and Hobbit was, like, on the ground. They were just a crumpled mess. And I was like, wow, they got drunk and they're done fast. And then they came back. Their arms and legs snapped back into not being crumpled and broken. The head, like, righted itself and stood up. And I went, welcome back. Hi, Hobbit. And Hobbit just goes, ah, I'm drunk. And I was like, yeah? You're old, not an alien? That sounds like a you problem. They surely are. I'm 21 because everyone knows once you're 21, the years go from 365 days to 3,650 days. Hi, Katie. Thank you again. Hi, Farisu. How do you think I feel with my 21-year-old coworker? I look at them and go, you were in elementary school when I graduated. I mean, that's always like that. When somebody tells me they're 28, I'm like, 6 years younger than me? I graduated high school when you were in middle school. Oh god, you're a child. But like, they're fucking 28. They're not a child. It's just, people younger than you always just have that energy of, that vibe of, oh my god, this one's so young. 23 months. Good lord, priest. Hi, Lunny. Good night, he who cutelins. Good night, elder. Hi-oo. Oh my god, my fucking allergies today are so bad. We're at Cami stretch. We're at the Cami stretch. It's okay, Yulind. You'll always be the oldest guy in the room. I'm literally not the oldest guy in the room. Fuck you. Ugh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yulind, you do kind of seem like the oldest guy in the room. You're coming in here late, Risu. I just listed 3 people older than me. And they're not, like, it's not just those 3. There's a bunch of people older than me. Hobbit and Icy Fire are both older than me. I am literally not the oldest person in this VR chat room. This one is. If Hobbit was 3 months before you, then they beat me by a month. Enjoy the math problem. That's not much of a math problem, dork. Huh? It's funny when the 20-something asks for your signature on the marriage license. Can't believe you don't own heels. Cough. Oh yeah, Ryan's older than me. Ryan, aren't you like 2 or 3 years older than me? You don't own any heels? I don't own any heels for you. Ryan, can't believe you're shaming Icy for being older than me. I'm not shaming him. That was for those who don't know your birthday. But they do know. 37? Okay, so you're 3 older than me. I found out, Hobbit, Fruity, their birthday is 5 days before mine. They're 22, I'm 27. We have squats, and we have planks. You were the only mother here? Get used to being the parental figure? I am literally not the only. I thought you were 34, Yulind. I am. What do you mean? What do you... Huh? You're still mother. Okay, Icy. We love you even if Yulind doesn't. We won't let him send you to an elderly care facility. Why would I be the one sending Icy there? Kinda old compared to me. You guys stink. You guys stink. We have squats. That'll only take 30 minutes. Fuck you. You guys stink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was very worried about this stream. I was very worried about today. Because last night, this controller had stick drift. It keeps pushing me backwards. It keeps being like, it's like I'm holding down on the stick and so I walk backwards. And I was dealing with it a lot last night, and I was just like, I fucking hate index controllers. I really don't want to buy another one. But so far today, 46 minutes on VR, it hasn't happened once. I'm really hoping that was just a last night issue. Free Sue wave. Wake up, it's bedtime. If that G-string rips mid-squat, it's over. Aren't those facilities invite only? I am young, I wouldn't know. Trogdor. It's such a shame you don't get on VR, because you haven't seen, like, the not safe for work version of this outfit. The not safe for work version just swaps out the underwear. Instead of this, these panties with the thong line, it's just a spell tag. It's just like this up here, but just taped. But you don't get on VR. Not safe for work version. PP and balls flopping around everywhere. I don't have floppy stuff yet. I do have that free Sue, but it's very much like an on-off, up at attention or not. I haven't added floppiness to it yet. I better not hear you crying on Monday that you need a third controller. Nice try, whippersnapper. I woke up to my alarm. I remembered to wake up. Yulind talking about his panties. I Gana. Oh my god, yap yap yap. When's the walking? Loopy stuff. Wait, is this the walking stream? And oh boy, RMA Part 2 stream support Electric Boogaloo. Sammy did offer at the time. They're like, "You want me to buy two?" I was like, "No, there's no reason to replace the left one because it's perfectly fine." And then yesterday I was like, "Fuck, I should have done it." Hi, Zavai. What's bro yapping out? Did you hear about Giraffe? No. What's up with Giraffe? Is it good or bad? I really hope it's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. RMA headset DOA. That stinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Giraffe isn't even a giraffe. They are a doge. Nothing makes sense anymore. She sent me the, what was it? The puppy girl meme? I mean, the puppy girl meme. There's like a million of those. She sent me one recently, and I was like, I almost sent this to you, but I bet 5 people already did. And she's like, yeah. I fixed my stick drift easily. Well, I'm not having a problem with it right now, so I'm kind of like, oh, thank God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about as messed up as Pixel rebranding as a core-like thing. When Pixel was like, I'm rebranding, I was like, you're not actually rebranding, right? Because I don't like the rebrand. It's not a real thing. It's more of just a like joke for core. They're not rebranding. I was like, don't change from being in a backup, please. You can't do this. But I didn't word it like that. Because when someone rebrands, it's very anxiety inducing. It's very like kind of scary. Hello. So it's like, I don't want to ever, like, somebody rebrands, even if I'm like, oh, this rebrand fucking sucks. I'll never fucking say that to them. This is a time where I absolutely advocate lying to your friends and being positive with fake positivity, because it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what they think. But they're dumb, and they're like, what do you think of my rebrand? It matters to me what you think. Even though what others think should not matter. It only matters what they think. So I just fucking lie to them. Hi, Pixel. Bad news, I'm reverting the rebrand after being bullied into it. Last night I was visited by the one mosquito who didn't get the memo about summer ending and have a bite on my thumb and right on the edge where my sock was. That fucking sucks. Air hug. Thank you for the driving stream again. I stream at that time for me. If it's beneficial for you, Noodles, heck yeah. Icy Fire Hug, Noodles, hello, Pixel, smile. Also, hoi hoi, y'all. I think I have 4 more squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aw, don't pout. I know what you want, Air. 1, 2, 3, 5. Ugh. I always joke about it, but like, even some of our like more wholesome friends, they'll like, when they do squats, they'll be like right in up close, and it's just straight up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's like, oh my god. Hi, Devilgate. I do it once and I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting banned. Oh my god, I can't do that. What am I doing? Damn, girl, throw it back. Thank goodness I rebranded before I met Yuli. Yeah, won't you leave me alone? Error. We've talked about this before. If you ever like actually want that, you let me know. Because obviously between you and Smile, there's been the running gag. But like sometimes I see it, I'm just like, oh god, I worry. Oh, does Air actually get bothered by this? Ban his ass. But then I can't hold you and keep you safe. I wanted to put my screen so bad there. Yeah, I'm sure you did, Global. I want to drink and then we'll plank. I normally don't drink until I'm on the treadmill, but... No, I wouldn't ban Smile. If you legitimately had a problem with it, I would expect you to like message Smile on Discord or me and be like, hey, I don't want to deal with this, can you handle it? At which point I would be like, alright, Smile, joke has run its course. We're not doing this anymore. And if you do it anymore, you start getting timeouts. Anything you say here, I almost expect it to be like, for the meme, for the joke. Excuse me, just got a squat right here. Give me a sec to set up. Puts tiny camera on the end of a long rubber tube that is covered in lube. Jesus, this Moogle is thirsting. Staff, buff his ass. Shit's so flat you could build a train track on it. You think this is flat? You think this is like, wow. I don't know what to tell you, Icy. Ugh. This is me like rotating my hips forward. This is rotating them back. This is kind of neutral stance. It does look it does look a little weird if I like. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. Ugh. Planks. That there, put that there. Ugh. What time are we at? 44. Okay, that's a slow day. We fucking dragged our feet for sure. Noodles Murphy is going to be upset. You disrupted the group scent. Nope. Murphy is a chaser. Murphy fucking loves Noodles. 44:30. 47:30 end. I can still use my arms if my ass is banned, so you won't need to worry. Cat got you yapping, good start. Your tail yapping. 20 seconds down. When I'm in the Jiangxi outfit, I take my hands off when I'm planking. They just don't look good when I have my hands flat, and so I just take them off. Yeah, you remember when this was a fitness stream? I'm literally planking right now, Global. I don't either. This guy stinks. This guy fucking stinks. This view. What do you mean, this view? 1 minute down. 2 minutes to go. Yulind, have you ever had that moment where you were like, this femboy is a 10, or this girl is a 10, but they are British sad? No? I have had that moment of, this person is so fucking cute and nice, and I want to get to know them more, but they're an FPS gamer. They only play things like COD, Rainbow Six, and Valorant. And I was just like, damn, this is so sad. I'm all about Yulind's fitness. Fitness arrested by horny police for excessive horn. You know, I used to be exclusively play FPS and MMOs. You'd have never befriended old me. No. FPS and MMOs, you're good. It's when it's just FPS game. Or they play something like BF6. I don't care if they play FPS games, guys. If they like gun games, that's totally fine. It's when they only play gun games that I'm like, oh man. Yulind hates me? Oh my god, shut the fuck up, Proxy. 45 more seconds. I don't even hate people like that. It just means like it's harder for me to be friends with them. Because I feel like we can't connect on anything. I feel like a huge chunk of my personality is fucking video games. Hi, Measter. Nice ass, Yulind. Thank you. I'm not only plays FPS. It's okay, Proxy hates all of us. He's still not walking. You guys are mean. You guys are mean. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Oh god. Okay. Icy, what the fuck? Wait, friends, I only play games that are part of the Worms franchise. That's my identity. Octomage, we're already friends. And like, I'm not saying I can't be friends with somebody that only plays FPS games. It's just like, oh, I'll never play games with them. Where's my camera? It's all the way up there. I can't reach it. Yeah. Can you kidnap me and force feminize me so I can escape this life? Risu, they literally cannot force feminize you. 1, you're already feminized. 2, it wouldn't be forced feminization. You're like fucking throwing yourself at it. That's not how it works. Where am I? I'm here. Thank you, Matthews. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Goddamn, 12 months. I still like... I've seen maybe like 1, maybe 2 other people do a like 12-month gift sub. And Matthews is just like, that's the fucking usual. Matthews, you spoil me so much. Mwah. 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 Okay. Anyway, ignore that last part. Sometimes I feel like Farisu wants to get you in trouble. Then I remember you deserve it. Wait, that expired? Well, that makes my 3rd gifted from Matt here. Yulind, you have to find a game with the energy and murder of an FPS, but non-FPS, Overcooked. Pace. Leave starts clipping. They like friend slot, typically. So like, okay, I'll give you an example. somebody that I look at that I'm like, oh man, I'd really like to be friends with them. They're really nice. They're really cool. But that's what 12 months gets you? No. That's not what 12 months gets you. That's what, like, God, what is the number? 1,000 gift subs? And, like, honestly, I like Matt, even without all the financial spoiling they give me. But it does solve a lot of my problems. Mizuki. I've never seen Mizuki play anything except FPS games. Battlefield, Rainbow Six, CSGO. Mizuki is really fucking cool. But I'm like, what fucking overlap is there in our games? There's fucking nothing. If I want to play a game with Mizuki, it has to be a friend-style game like Repo or Peak or RV There Yet. I don't know if they have RV There Yet, but I really want it. I really want them to fix it. Holy shit, I want them to fix RV There Yet. That's not true. Mizu is playing Duckov, which is a third-person shooter. The semantics. You are technically correct. However, it's more of a gun game thing than first person or third person. The closest things I play to shooters are Warframe and Deep Rock Galactic. And when I play Warframe, I don't play guns. When I play Deep Rock, I don't play guns. I play Scout, and I run around doing objectives. Because when I shoot at stuff, it takes me a long time to kill anything. And then Sis will just show up on a gunner and just mow something down in 2 seconds. I'm like, I've been fighting this for a minute. Oh my god. I can only be friends with people that played the 1994 hit classic Boogerman. I am still masked in a lot of ways, Yulind. In what fucking ways? Would you play if someone was like, it would really mean if you played just one round with me? No. If it's a free game, maybe, but I really... That's not true. Mizu's playing Duckov. I was watching the Fairy play that, and it was so good. Oh, I was thinking Tarkov, but Duckov. I forget Duckov is an actual thing. Warframe has great gunplay for PvP. Good PvP queues are 5 hours long stretch. In Deep Rock, I use mini nuke and tracking bullets from the engineer. Rock and Stone. Risu, have you ever thought about having a good opinion before? PvP in frame is pretty bad, though. All the gifts. I know. God, you are such a fucking PvP-focused slut loser. Risu really doesn't do much PvP. She's actually like a collectathon player. I'm pretty sure she played something like Banjo-Kazooie as a kid and was like, there is no better high in life than having a list of things to get and getting all of them. That's why she plays Warframe. Sorry for having great tits and the correct opinion on everything. We need to change this. And we've done our plank. I just need to change my trackers, and then we're pretty much good to start. So you guys wait there. I need to find a place to change. Can I hide behind here? Not really. What about here? Sorry, I've been distracted by... This works, right? Okay, yeah. We can change here. Oh, it moves. I didn't know it moves. Wait, is there a VR version of Spooky's House of Jump Scares? I actually think there is. Probably PvP is fun. Yeah, there is. Oh, I just punched my mic. Only one of those is true. I don't care where your eyes allegedly are. Tracy, your opinions on games are like 90% garbage. Gotta change this one. And then... calibrate. Yeah, that lines up. Okay. What? HD renovation VR support for Swig House. Matthews, I played Nier in 2011. I surpassed every modern gamer in opinions of video games. But it's okay. Sex dolls don't need to think. Holy. Grab this. And then we properly think Icy Fire. Ooh, this is kind of weird because I'm like looking at the camera right in front of me, but Icy Fire is also like 5 feet in front of me right there. You Icy Fire Mage. I really appreciate it. Who did you actually get? Wishy Wooshy, Mad Haha, the Stoic Owl, Mary FTF, and Necro Titan. I don't recognize any of those names. Thank you. It does mean a lot to me. Get ready to walk. Hi, Broily. Get ready to walk. Actually, let's do one. I'm gonna try blowing my nose again before we start walking because I don't want to have to stop the treadmill to do this, and I just feel like I'm a fucking leaky faucet today. You know, speaking of Nier, Frisu, we actually went to a Nier-inspired map yesterday for World Hop. It was kind of neat. I really wanted to have a world that I could like use for stream, but there was no flat areas in it. And then when there were flat areas, they were covered in like 2-foot tall flowers. It was just like, oh man, this would just stink to do stretches in. But I really wanted to use it. But it was pretty. It had the, what's the song? It's Peaceful Something. It's like the Peaceful Town song. It's like one of the 3 Nier songs that everybody's heard. Can you kiss again, please? Hello, cute, adorable, fluffy, sexy Yulind. Fluffy, sexy, beautiful Yulind. Maybe. You'll probably see it again today. Neither do I. Maybe future friends or potential band practice. Will the walk start before an hour? No. Talking about be weak, I'll be lurking and try to deal with things. Good luck with walk and stay cozy, chat. Okay, have good lurk stalking. Choo choo. I got my woo trickster. Okay. I hit start. Yes, wake up my equipment. No, I don't have Wi-Fi. Start manual mode. We turn that sound off. Start manual workout. Walk was not saved. Start manual workout. Okay. Then we hit play. 1 hour in, still not walking. Hey, it's 59 minutes, okay? Don't you hit us with that slander that it was 1 hour. However, we have the max fucking incline today. Oh god. 6, 8, 10, 12. Ugh. We're gonna die today. The Eastern Plague Lands. You look so much better and lovely today, Yulind. Better today? I don't know about that. I know, Proxy. Wow, started walking 20 seconds before the hour mark. Still counts. Still counts. Next year, there's only going to be 3 miles of walking. What the fuck? Oh boy, I love my endgame brown. Yeah. This was kind of just an ugly zone. Coffee. I remember clearing out the quest here when I was like 54 or 55. Like, I just finished them all. And I hated this zone back in vanilla. It was, there was a lot of diseases on you. And I didn't remember. I think I could cleanse them as a druid. So it wasn't the worst thing, but like, it was just like annoying to have to cleanse after every fight. Just to leave cat form, cleanse, and go back into cat form, which is like, God, I hate this. This zone is based. This zone is iconic because for like original vanilla, this was like the final zone. This was like it. There was no zone that was harder than this. There was Winter Spring, which was like 55 to 58. There was Burning Steppes, which was kind of the same thing. And then Eastern Plaguelands was definitely the final destination zone. Wow, I know it's easy, but don't call the player base a bunch of diseases. Okay. Oh, I don't have my widgets. I don't like it when it does that. Well, never mind, just lost power derp. No! I need another drink. Yuli, you don't play WoW, so my opinion meant nothing? Why do you think your zone... Why do you think your opinion means nothing? Often, Noodles, the opinion of somebody who hasn't invested a lot of time in something is more important, right? When you're looking at a new player experience, basically veteran players have completely irrelevant opinions on stuff. You need to care about what somebody thinks who has never played it before. This Starbucks coffee isn't sponsoring my opinion, by the way. Okay. Tyra was telling me about, I guess we're going to Starbucks. Because I have a Starbucks coupon. And I never go there. It was like perfect timing with regards to that coupon. I just remember having a conversation about it. Oh, God. I am not ready for a fucking big incline day, I swear. Nighty night, sleepy tight. Don't let the aches remind you of something that happened back in your day. Love you all. Jesus. Good night, Smile. Sleep well. I am gonna drink tonight. When I get on VR chat, I'm gonna drink tonight. It is Makaya's birthday night. Technically, I think it's closer to next week, but I think they're celebrating it this week. I forget. But they couldn't really do much yesterday. I think they were drinking, but they had LASIK. So Makaya was just like, I'm here with sunglasses on, staring at their desktop. It is actually today? Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Fruity. And they're like, I'm sorry for all the times I've been drunk, Yulind. And I was like, you're fine when you're drunk. I'm sorry for when I'll be drunk. And they just go, Yulind, I cannot wait to see you drunk. And I'm just like, oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, really? Then don't let the hangover tomorrow from the one drink remind you of the time when you could drink all night without the hangover. This man knows nothing about my drinking habits. I'm sorry for all the times I was drunk. It will happen again. I was actually surprised by how much alcohol tolerance I have. I have to be very careful about what I eat. Because, like, the first time I got drunk, 3 bottles was all it took. The second time I tried to drink, I didn't feel a fucking thing. It was because I had, like, 2 potatoes for dinner that day. She left me out in the cold to pump gas on my own. If you eat too much, yeah. But it wasn't even like I ate too much. It was like a normal dinner. It was just like, I guess potatoes are super absorbent for it, but like I didn't feel anything, Cairo. It wasn't like, oh, this is equivalent of having half. It was nothing. Yes. Yes, that's just normal. I don't know. Carbs and fats are your sword and shield against the alky. Cover my precious little Starburst candy. We are going to skip dinner. We might have like 1 or 2 extra eggs. And then we'll have our 4 bottles. And hopefully be very silly tonight. 1-7. Just have your dinner after you wake up from your nap or whatever. That'll just be breakfast. I did some Monster Hunter this morning. I woke up at 7. And I hopped on Monster Hunter. And I tried farming New Udra. In 3 hunts, I killed him once. People are dying to New Udra. He's not hard. I'd put him on par with Ray Dow. Like, Uthduna is easily harder. I would say Seregios is harder. Obviously, Omega's way harder. Oh boy, walking time. Hi, Joe. But like, Uthduna, it's almost like he's too easy, but then he has an attack that just gets you. He's got the one, like, oil bomb attack that just hits really hard, and people die to it. Pick a number between 0 and 8. Why between 0 and 8? 9's my favorite. 3. I'm picking 3. Joe 2 hug. New Udra. I don't know. Guess I'm trying Mega Bonk, thanks, Yuli. I realized the problem I have with Monster Hunter. I don't have any solo builds. All the playstyles I enjoy are really good at fighting stuff in a group. So like heavy bowgun. I do a shit ton of damage. And if the monster looks at me, I guard. But with heavy bowgun, you're really supposed to take advantage of these like long dodge rolls to iframe stuff. Because when you block stuff, even when you have like guard up 3 and it's like, this reduces the knockback. This reduces the stamina depletion. It reduces the time you're unable to attack after guarding. Even with that maxed, it's still like a second of I can't fucking move when I block stuff. And so I don't have like a lot of counterattack time. I think this is to like incentivize perfect blocks, but like perfect blocking on heavy bowgun is really weird. It's like you kind of just block by not doing stuff. And so to perfect block, it's like, okay, I have to stop doing stuff at the right time. But it's not like you're doing a continuous thing. It's like, you shoot, you kind of like have your recoil for a second, and then you start blocking in. So the time stuff, you're like timing when you shoot before, it's really weird. It's really like not, I don't want to say a good block system. It's not supposed to be a good block system. The heavy bowgun is like supposed to be one of the worst blocks compared to things like lance and gun lance. But timing perfect blocks is just horrendous. So like, raw blocking is just bleh. You're supposed to be fucking dodge rolling. But I very much like blocking. So it's like, if I'm fighting a monster with heavy bowgun, I do a shit ton of damage. I'm shredding it. But if they're looking at me, I'm kind of in a state of like, I'm not attacking until there's an opening again. I very much cannot attack while being focused. And so, I'm kind of like struggling with that. I kind of realized this when we were doing the Omega intro quest. Because I'm sitting there like, oh, I do so much damage. And then we go fought the Nursilla. Like just a regular Nursilla with the Omega lasers and missiles. And it took me like 12, 13 minutes. And I was like, what the fuck? This was so fucking slow. I thought my damage was like crazy. But I think it's that my damage is crazy when the monster's not looking at me. And I get to just shoot it in the butt. Otherwise, my damage is like, eh? I'm kind of realizing I was like that with Gunlance too. Gunlance, monster's not looking at me, I'm shredding it. Monster's looking at me, same blocking problem. I block, I get stunned for a second. By then the monster's already attacking again, I don't have really time to counterattack. There's a lot of like, I'm just spending time blocking. Which is, it's not bad. Because any quest in the game I can do, I can just use like assist allies, the NPCs. So there will always be people that's like, hey, you've got friends to take aggro at some points, right? But just, I don't know. I feel like there's a level of like, oh, well, this would be cool though. If I could like fight a monster and it's looking at me and I'm just dancing around it. I think that's why I like Switch Axe so much. Because when I played Switch Axe, I felt like I could do that. I felt like I could just be moving faster than the monster and just negate their attacks. But my damage was trash when I played Switch Axe. In Wilds, I've kind of gone through 4 weapons. God. Do you remember Icy Fire when I was like, before Wilds came out? I'm going to commit to a weapon. I'm not going to play Crit Draw Greatsword. God, I hate how fucking weak-willed I am. Going into Wilds. Laughing. Going into Wilds, I think I tried Lance of it. I did not stick with Lance. I ended up falling on Gunlance. Hi, Wrath. I ended up falling on Gunlance and playing that a lot. And then I picked up Switch Axe a bit. And I really like Switch Axe. And I was kind of learning them and playing them and gearing them up at the same rate. But it was very clear, oh, I'm hitting for like 70s with Switch Axe. And it's like 70, 70. 70, 70, right? Meanwhile, Gunlance was like 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. Oh, the monster fell over? Let's just bust out a casual 2000. Let's just throw that out there. Whereas the switch axe, you know, the monster falls over and it's like, if I have my elemental discharge ready, sure. I usually fucking don't. So it's just more that 70-70. 70-70. My damage was just bad on switch axe. I don't know. I talk to people and they're like, just pick a main and play it till you're good at it. But I'm like, I'm a slow learner. It's gonna take me 100 hours to learn switch axe properly. After Gunlance, I did start having fun with Crit Draw Greatsword. I actually... You'll find this funny, Icy Fire. I made a Crit Draw Greatsword setup last night. I made a wide-range Crit Draw Greatsword. Hi, Leon. Bounce, 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 bounce. Yulind walking cutely in a cute way. Where physics are a thing. What do you mean? There's not... Oh, there is a lot of bounce. This avatar doesn't have any physics on it. That is, well, that's just my butt, I guess. Oh, God. I played Crit Draw for a while. That was okay. It was doing alright damage, but... I think Gunlance was kind of outpacing it. Gunlance also just felt a lot safer. I think it was Zoshia. I think Zoshia was... That's a funny name. Hi, 7-Ad Simulator. Thank you for the follow. I think, Zoshia had one attack that was really hard for me to deal with as Greatsword. And so I was just like, fuck it, I guess I'm a great Gunlance main. And I stopped playing Greatsword then. I was Gunlance... I was pretty much just Gunlance for a while. And then, And then Noodles started playing Monster Hunter. And it was like, oh, Noodles is playing? Well, I'm not gonna use my main weapon and main set of gear. I'll scale down so, you know, I'm not just dumpstering monsters for them. And I tried heavy bowgun, right? And that's when it was like, hold on. Wait a minute. Hi? Chat? Chat, do this. Hi. We always do this when somebody comes in and pot friends. But normally Gran is the one who starts it. But Gran isn't here. Here yet, anyway. Heavy bowgun. Pot friend. Playing heavy bowgun with Noodles, I discovered, like, oh, ammo isn't consumable. You just have spread shot now, and the damage it doesn't have, like, levels. There's not, like, spread shot 1, 2, and 3. It's just spread shot. And the damage is based on the bowgun? Oh, we're a heavy bowgun main now. Yeah, heavy bow is goated. Don't ruin your butt for me, Yulind. What are you talking about, Leon? That without context is hilarious. Oh my god. We're not even at 1 mile. Oh god. I need a drink. Let hammer go bonk. There's a few weapons I just haven't tried in Wilds. I have not tried dual blades. I have not tried longsword. I have not tried hunting horn. I have not tried hammer. I have not tried bow. I have not tried light bowgun. That's 6. Does that mean I've tried 8? Tried sword and shield, lance, gun lance, greatsword, switch axe, insect glaive, heavy bowgun, Which one am I forgetting? I'm forgetting a weapon. Side note, chat is disconnected. You guys better not type anything ridiculous. And the minute I can't see chat, you better behave. I'm warning you. It'll come back, and if I see anything ridiculous... Ganna? I'm looking at you, Ganna. What fucking weapon am I forgetting? Okay. Greatsword? Longsword. Sword and shield? Dual blades. Hammer? Hunting horn. Lance? Gun lance. Insect glaive? Charge blade. I think I was forgetting charge blade. I have not given charge blade a real try. Wow, it's taking a long time to come back. I hate not being able to see chat, guys. Because I know what you guys are doing. You're sitting there doing the whole... chat, he can't see us. Tell him he's cute. Type obscenities that he can't ban us for. Grr. Grr, I hate it. Where are we? Oh, I think we're walking toward... the Scarlet Crusade place. I think we're at the, southeast of Eastern Plaguelands. And we're about to go into the Death Knight starting area. What is that called? I forget what that place is called. Side note, 1 mile. If there was anything I wish I was good at in Monster Hunter. Okay. You know what? Let's just talk about all the things I'm indecisive at. In Monster Hunter. If there was one weapon I wish I was good at, it'd be the Switch Axe. I feel like you just don't see too many Switch Axe mains. And when you see one that's good at it, it's like... art. It's like, oh man. This guy's so fucking good. Holy... I wish that was me. And it's like... I'd love to be that. But I'm not people like Foss. Where... they want to be good at something. They want to learn something. They want to master something. They just throw themselves at it. Until they get it. Not me. I am the big dumb slow learner. Yay, chat's back. Yulind is cute. There it is. I knew someone was gonna say it. Ridiculous. Eliminatus. All puppy girls. What the? Hi, Kefir. Hi, Loiten. Yulind is adorable. Jiangxi. But neither jumping nor arms outstretched. Tis. That's because it's just an outfit. It's a cosplay, Loiten. I'm not actually a Jiangxi. I need to eat, but it won't take me. I keep trying. Have a good stream, you. Leaving you a tab. Oh, Loiten. Come back for a moment. Don't tell me you've left already. You aren't? No. It's just an outfit. It's just Halloween. I'm glad I didn't miss you while the chat was down, Loiten. Good night. Sleep well. It is? It's October! You're supposed to have a Halloween outfit all October. Man, Hobbit hates me angry. Hobbit doesn't hate anybody. Hobbit just talks like they hate everybody. But then they, like, get drunk and cuddle up against you. Wow, revealing my secrets. He really does talk like that, to be honest. Anytime I'm like, oh man, guys, I'm struggling, I'll be like, good. Fuck you. Struggle more. And I'm like, oh, you're so mean. And he's like, yeah, And I will do it again tomorrow. Fuck you. Oh! What is just a Sundara, I think it was called? I think they're just sun. There's, like... I don't think there's the romance part of it. No, I'm just a shithead. Hey, I was born to be a Jehovah's Witness family. I don't get any of this whole day stuff. I'm not religious. And I take it seriously sometimes. Oh no. When Yulind walking from Tearsfall Glades down to Wild Shore? The fuck is Wild Shore? That's not a zone. Or maybe Windshore? What does the area look like? Because at the southern tip of... At the southern tip of Eastern Kingdoms is Stranglethorn Vale. There is southern Stranglethorn Vale. You could go to the eastern side, and there would be the Badlands. Or no, the Blasted Lands, not the Badlands. And those are kind of equidistant from Tearsfall Glades, but... the most southern part of Azeroth with the beach? That would be southern Stranglethorn Vale. But yes, have a nice dream, you. Thank you. And I hope you sleep well, Luton. Why'd I say it like that? Luton. I think I was like oddly trying to rhyme it with you. Loyton. Would it help you to fall asleep if I was sitting on top of you choking you? Would you need that? I can do that for you. Luton. Hi, Baldir. I support people and tell them to get fucked in the same breath, no biggie. We are 1/4 of the way through the walk. Nom. You'd do that for me. You're such a diligent, helpful being. Yeah. I'll choke you till you lose consciousness to help you sleep. Of course I do that for you. That's what friends are for. What the fuck? Cairo, you of all people should understand. You literally have Noodles visiting you. I don't believe for a second that you're not choking her out to help her sleep. She literally has insomnia. Huh? I don't believe for a second that a big part of this visit... What the fuck? I don't believe for a second that this visit was... Oh, Cairo, I have so much trouble sleeping all the time. Would you just fucking knock me the fuck out? I'm catching strays. I normally have such trouble sleeping, but you're a real friend. Could you just... Thank you, Cairo. Hunkshu! Hunkshu! Isn't that like 50% of the point of this visit? When Yulind doing that walk? What do you mean that walk? Fucking never. I put 500 mg of horse tranquilizer in her coffee. I kiss 92. This is Eastern Plaguelands, correct? That's not a stray, that was a bullet with your name on it. I defend you and catch strays. You're not catching strays. That's not a bullet with your name on it. That's just what's happening, isn't it? Noodles, do you have insomnia? The answer is yes. Noodles, did you fall asleep at midnight last night? Properly and on time? The answer is yes. Puts 2 and 2 together. This is a knife in my back. You're being targeted. It was 3 a.m.? What? What were you doing from midnight to 3? Kara said you went to bed at 12. We aimed the MLRS at you. At your compound and it being fired. Hi, GC Josh. Suck me, femboy. Okay. Tossing attorney. I struggle to sleep, teehee. I don't understand. Why did you visit Cairo? Why don't you literally just do the Cairo, choke me until I stop moving and then I can sleep? Like you're there at his house. What? Leon? As an inappropriate comment. Y'all are some wonderful people. You're not in trouble? But like, kind of warning? Let's not ship people like that. And I am going to purge it. I can't say what I want on Twitch. You're not in trouble, Leon, but like, don't do that. This some bull. Oh god. What are we at? 1.4 miles? God. It goes so fucking slow with incline. Sorry, Yulind Cairo noodles. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's one of those like Twitch etiquette things that you don't really think about, and it's fun to tease, especially with the shit we talk about here. Especially like with how we talk about things in the content. But it's one of those like, once other people are involved, like not the streamer, even with the streamer, it's like, ooh, this feels like it's crossing a line. Yeah, it's because Yuli and Cairo are dating. Shut the fuck up. I take shots back, Pinky. It's one of those things that's like, well, it's kind of the same thing, but shipping people. Shipping people is fun and cute, and oh my god, wouldn't these two be cute together? And oh my god, wouldn't these two be cute together? And then like, hi Kumi. And then like, you ship people, and like, maybe they're in a relationship with someone else that you don't know about, and that someone else is like, wow, I really hate talking about how great it would be if you were dating third person when we're dating. This fucking stinks. I think Luix Lou would make a super cute couple. Fuck no, it wouldn't. Luton and Luton would get nothing fucking done. They would literally just fuck each other the whole time. And tell each other how cute they are. And also be like, oh, I'm so hungry. Wah. I'm hungry too, Luton. Wah. What if we ate each other? Wah. Yeah? Let's do that then, Luton. Wah. And then they just like 69 and nothing gets done and they're both still hungry. Yulind, stop shipping people. I'm not shipping people. I'm shipping Luton and Luton. That's not people. That's dog femboys. They're not people. And then they start fucking again, groans. They don't fight anywhere near enough for that to be true. That would be a net negative of sustenance, though. It would be. Correct. So in that case, because we're talking about this, you know, shipping people. I just made a joke about shipping Luton. But that was because they kind of invited the joke. They started with a joke about shipping themselves. So that's like kind of okay to play on. Because you're basically getting like, hey, consent to talk about and agree with this joke. Also, my tracking. Got like a lean to the left going on. I bet I step over here. Where is this thing? Where actually is the tracker? Oh, it's raised up a bit. There we go. That's weird. I almost never see it drift up. It almost always drifts down. Is that in the same spot? Yeah. Always happy to be made an example. I also like being the example. I think you're barking up the wrong femboy for that. I'll give you an example of shipping gone wrong. I was hanging out with somebody on their stream a lot, to the point that their chat was shipping the two of us. Literally just, oh my god, Yulind and X, they're dating. They're just keeping it a secret because because the one person's a content creator, and they want to keep their relationship a secret. And to an extent, that was half of it. The other half was, this was not my ex. We were not dating. We just spent a lot of time together on their stream, so people thought we were. The reality was, they were actually dating somebody. They were dating somebody who was also a streamer. And while the person I was friends with wasn't like super like secretive about, hey, we got to keep relationships like this under wraps, the other person was. So there was me, my friend, my friend's partner. Friend's partner wanted it a secret, keep that shit under wraps. Only closest friends could know. My friend told me, right? But like people were shipping me and my friend. And it was very frustrating for my friend, because she's like, you can just say core? It wasn't core. It was very frustrating for my friend, because they're sitting there going like, I don't like keeping this under wraps. And people are just like, literally shipping me and this person. And like, it was very frustrating for them. I don't know if it was part of the reason they broke up, but they did break up. And chat never learned of the relationship, and they kept shipping me and them, and you have no one else? What the fuck? I have plenty of other people, Global. Home record? It wasn't me! Oh my god, that's not on me. There are things that are on me. Well, okay. There are things on me as the catalyst. That one, they had other things going on in that relationship. An example of shipping gone wrong. The item you ordered arrived late and damaged. Okay. Tink. Even if it was core, he was keeping it vague for the involved people's comfort. Well, here's the thing, Luton. Global's just like that. Global will often not know the severity of what they're saying. Or they do know. And they like the accusation because of the, like, dude, come on. Global is an actual creature too. Global is 100% a creature. Since we're talking about Global, I have had conversations with myself of, damn, does Global actually hate me? Does Global, like, genuinely not like me and, like, want to see me fail. But then it's like, well, they literally have a watch streak over, like, 100 or something. And I've said this before. Global is very fast, very quick to pick up when I'm feeling down, and ease up and be nice and be financially generous. Global is like when I'm actually struggling. Global is one of the first people to pick up on it and try and cheer me up. Global is chill on Discord. Shut the fuck up, Noodles. It's called hate watching. I don't think it's hate watching though. Watch streak over 100. So they can watch you fail, obviously. I can see you fail if they don't watch. Global doesn't have Discord, that's a myth. What do you mean I have Global added? You don't have Global added. You've created an alt account and had conversations with yourself with it. So that if I'm ever like, show me the DMs, Noodles. Show me the fucking DMs. You can link screenshots of yourself talking to yourself under the name Global. If it's not Global, then why do they respond to Global? Because it's just you. You know what I really bet it is? No. Hold on, I just realized something. I just realized what's really going on here. It's Global pretending to be Global. Global has made a Discord account pretending to be Global so that they can have these fake little conversations with people like Noodles. But they don't actually have Discord. No, they're not on Discord. It's Global just pretending to be on Discord, pretending to be Global. But it's just Global pretending to be Global. Oh my god. Everything makes sense now. You're so smart. Hi, Ants. I didn't notice what you'd said in Discord until like 15 minutes after. I told Zeus about this. But when I froze Ants, I heard somebody on the other side of the instance who was just like, yeah, man, you suck your homies. That's what they're there for. Yeah, man, you suck your homies. That's what they're there for. Yeah, man, you suck your homies. That's what they're there for. And I just heard that on loop for 5 minutes. And it was like, holy shit, I don't know who this is. But having to listen to this every 10 seconds for 5 minutes is fucking fantastic. I love the audio loop. Holy... It was so fucking funny. It was... Normally, when I get an audio loop like that, I'd reset at like... maybe 3 minutes. That one... Hi, sorry. That one was like, I don't mind waiting a little bit longer for this. Chat. Who is shadowboxing here? Noodles or Yulind? I'm losing the plot. That sounds about tight, right? I think I actually broke him there. This is worse than H. Jones. I wanted to talk to you about it last night, Ants. Because it came up. But then, like, we both got pulled in different directions for conversations. Last Epoch. You mentioned it, how we played together. I think Last Epoch is fucking dead, dude. It's fun. It's probably my favorite of the, like, action RPG dungeon crawlers. But they sold the game to... I forget which company it was. But they sold the game to a company. And they basically said, as it is now, it's not profitable. We're not making enough money. The expenses are piling up. Every week it feels like we have to keep spending money on a new thing. So they sold to a bigger company. And that's fine. They still had a lot of creative freedom. It still seemed like it's going in a good direction. And as it is now, it is still in a good spot and fun to play. But a month after they sold to this company, the company was like, AI is the future. We will be firing 60% of the work staff from all of our studios and replacing them with AI. This is the future. We are on the forefront. Think we're cool for, you know, our innovative choices and direction. And the entire last epoch, so I was just like, God damn it, it's fucking over, dude. It's so just like... It's the 1-2, we've seen this 1,000 times before. Hey guys, we sold our company. Don't worry though, nothing should change. A month later, hey guys, AI is the future, we're firing 60% of the work staff. We know we said we wouldn't, but we're doing it, and just... Oh, I thought you were talking about Duolingo. They said the exact same thing. They're claiming to be the first AI-first company. That really sucks. Dude, it's like... It's not the end of the world. Because, like, for me with that genre, there was Path of Exile 2 and Last Epoch. And both of them were very fun. I think, personally, I just enjoyed Last Epoch a bit more. But Path of Exile, I was kind of looking at, like, this is more robust, it's going to go farther, it's got more potential. And quite frankly, a lot more people are playing Path of Exile. Hi, Yasu. It's just like, man, it looks fucking grim for Last Epoch now. Well, at least we have Titan Quest 2. So, Octal. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super against AI with translation stuff. Because, like, there was a study a couple months ago that was like, hey, which jobs are most easily replaced with AI? Which jobs are the least replaceable? And there was a lot of, like, medical jobs, like surgeon or optometrist, that was like, yeah, AI just can't do this. But then, like, with translation-based work, it was like, well, actually, AI is, like, 99.6% capable of doing a perfect job with translation. And a lot of people be like, well, no, AI will just do it literally. They can't understand, context. But, like, this study was like, yeah, they kind of can. Optometrists, absolutely, AI can. It was probably a different job. I'd have to go find the study. Because I said optometrist, I'm like, that doesn't sound right. It was very, like... I know surgeon was one of them. It was very much like, hey, we're inside poking around. We've been training it with CAPTCHA for years. Eye doctor and AI? Don't focus on the eye doctor. Focus on, like, just surgery stuff. Speedrun bankruptcy pog AI. That feels amazing, man, AI. AI first company is a line you say as a joke. But if her manager says, wait, that is so smart. No, 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 no. Oh my god, Baldir. The moment I had for that, I was watching a friend stream, this was years ago. And they were just like, yeah, you know, I just broke up with this person because I wasn't really feeling it. You know, relationships were hard. It felt like we were on a different page. I want the best for her, but, you know, it just wasn't going right. And I was like, yeah, my man. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And they went off on a fucking rant. They was like, that's what I'm fucking saying. Bros before hoes. These bitches ain't shit. I will fucking hit it and quit it for the rest of my life. And I'm just sitting there just like blank face, just like, oh, shit, dude, no, pull back. I didn't mean it that seriously. Oh, God. What, doctor? Didn't you tell me it was AI in cancer patients? Be identifying it better than humans? Yes. Yes, identifying cancer, AI does a fucking fantastic job. And the big feel-good story about that is a woman got a breast cancer scan. And the AI was like, right here, breast cancer. And the doctors were looking at it going, what? There's nothing there. That's not breast cancer. And then like 3 years later, it had progressed and it was like very noticeably breast cancer. And it was like the exact spot that AI had detected it 3 years before. And that was like, oh shit. AI kind of good at detecting cancer. I think the problem, based on a single video I saw, was they're using it to pump out a ridiculous amount of new content. I can't suck your homies. Femboy Thirst Trap streaming. 99.46 vulnerable to AI replacement. Roo! Oh, God. So they're using it to generate, like, animated shorts and other short stories, more creative work. Just fuck your bros. Isn't that also, in essence, poisoning the well for other AI animations and videos? I mean, if you give it a month and train it on fellatio content through the internet, I kind of could. Giving the homie good head. New topic! My bro going off on that rant about relationships are bad, women shit. Just from the joke I said. I'll never forget that moment, and I'm just always like, oh god, dude, oh no. That relationship, oh god. That had a fucking messy end. He would stream. He broke it off. And she did not handle it well. She would watch him stream after the breakup, get drunk, and gift subs. And it was so uncomfortable. It was like, you know, there's people in chat going, Pog, 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 gift subs, let's go, scam train. And then there was like, the people in the know that are like, oh, girl, you can't be doing this. This is a bad idea. Be more than happy to train. I in that field, to be honest. True. I need a drink. You act like there aren't companies and hordes of people devoting millions and thousands of hours, making sure to give better suckies. Love ends likely. Oh god. I was making a reference. Please. I'll say they get a ton of work to do. They got a ton of work. We're at 2.2 miles. Plans for today. You know what? I'm not going to commit to any plans today. If I'm productive with anything, yippee! As of right now, the plan is walk. The plan is nap. Maybe do some stuff later. And then get drunk in VR later. That is the agenda for today. I'm not going to say I'm going to try and get a WoW video out. I'm not going to say I'm going to try starting my Miltina base. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do those things. You've changed, Yulind. Hell yes. I don't know. I'm like the most guilty of that, Octal. I'm going to set these goals. I'm going to set these very realistic and extremely obtainable goals for myself. And then I don't hit them. And I'm like, damn, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a failure. And I'm like, I'm much better about not getting down on myself over that stuff. But I still do a little bit. Yeah, I gave up on that forever ago. I'm just a planner. It's too easy for me to make plans and schedules and write things down. Like, oh, I want to get this done. I think in this iteration, going to be so sex crazed. And when it takes over, it's going to turn humanity into pleasure farms. My current strategy is just getting started to do something occasionally. And I just do it instantly. I am definitely not the person like that. I am so opposite end of a spontaneous person. The circle of self-deprecation Dude, it's been really bad for me in the past, Kefir. It's been like, I just straight up lock myself up for 2 weeks and become like, become just like a ball of just depression and bad vibes for 2 weeks because I'm like, I said I was gonna do this, then I failed. I still haven't done it, so I'm still failing. I'm still not doing it, so I'm still a failure. I used to do that a shit ton. I'm a lot better about it now. I'll get an idea, buy a domain, upload a proof of concept page, tweet out in 30 minutes, and then see what people say. Try, shut up and take my pelvis. Then come back to it later if people liked it. I try to be better about, I set goals for myself, and if I don't hit them in a day, well, that's okay. There's always tomorrow. There is never a deadline for all the stuff I'm trying to do. There's a few deadlines, right? You know, taxes. It's something that very much had a fucking deadline. But when it's like, I want to record a WoW video. Literally no one is upset by that when I don't do it. Literally only me is like, oh man, you didn't get the thing. I was gonna say, there's no one out there that's like, oh man, where's my WoW video? Where's my walking video? I was going to say that, but then I remember there are people that like, I post Red Ridge Mountains, and the guy goes, holy shit, I've been waiting for this zone for a year. Meanwhile, I look at all of his comments on my channel, and a year ago, are you gonna do Red Ridge Mountains? It's my favorite zone. So I'm like, well, to some extent, yes. Are you even good enough to have imposter syndrome? Is one of my favorite jokes, but like, it's one of those that you can't make, but I like, God, it's so fucking funny to me. The Grilled UI is so broken on Twitch. But if you want me to work on some long, multi-month process, good luck. Autocorrect. How's it freaking close, even close to grilled? Topic change, no, yes, it's so funny. You guys can say topic change is a joke, but I decide when the topic changes. Hi, noob. The Giga Chad, whose only Yulind content consumption is walking videos, completely focused on them from start to finish. Dude, I think there's a small community of them, Micaiah. I think there's like 10 people who a video comes out, they watch it that night. Like, they just get baked and watch the video, and they put it in the comments. They like give me critiques. They'll be like, there was one where I messed up the audio like 54 minutes in. And the comment was like 6 hours after it was posted. They were like, hey, what's going on with the audio at this part? And I was like, huh? And I like go to that part and like, I'd fucked up the audio recording, so I recorded like 5 minutes of Discord conversation. And I was like, what the fuck? Who notices that? Also, like, you just had to listen to the whole thing. This wasn't like, oh, cool, I'll put this on in the background. Or like, oh, I guess I can watch this and, you know, put it in a playlist that it goes with. An ambient playlist. No, this was like, oh shit, the Yulind video. Click. And they just watch. And I was like, huh? Yulind video waiting room. The Twitch stream is the focus. The Twitch stream is by far and large where like all of my effort goes into. Blue Twitch, that's fun. We do stuff there when we can, but I'll go months without doing stuff there. Walking videos, that's fun, and I'd like to grow it, but that is exclusively a tool to help the Twitch. If it didn't, like, benefit the Twitch at all, I probably wouldn't do it. However, if I focused on that channel, it'd probably be a lot bigger. If I actually played the algorithm and had, like, scheduled upload times of, like, 2 times a week, because every now and then I'll go, like, 3 weeks without an upload. If I focused on that, the algorithm would fucking love it. It'd be fucking huge, because I can see it. When I, like, pump out videos at regular times and consistently upload, it's like, I'll upload a video and it'll get one subscriber. And then I'll start getting 2 subscribers. And then I'll start getting 5 subscribers for a video. It's very, like, it's very easy to see when it's in the algorithm. And if I play to that, I bet I could have, like, thousands of subscribers on the channel. It's the cutie noob. They're in the premiere shit. That's fucking amazing. Yulind, do you support those who consume cannabis and cannabis products? Of course I do. Huh? Cannabis is way healthier and, like, less harmful than things like alcohol. The only issue I have with cannabis is, like, have you ever met that person who's like, I've been smoking since I was 15, and they just seem like they developed wrong. It seems like they need to go back in the oven because they're not done. Right? Like, they didn't finish cooking as a human being. When I see that, I'm like, ooh, my ex is that person. Yeah, but if I speak... That being said, they still function as a human being. They just seem dumb. I don't know. Weed is just so much better than alcohol in my eyes. Yulind video waiting room. Yulind said if I smoke drugs, he'll spray me with ketchup like a baked potato. I don't know about that one. What the fuck, hello? Typical, my ex is that person. Yeah, but if I speak... Oh, sweet, I haven't been talking. No cannabis because I was worried you wouldn't like me. What? What? God, I always forget how fast the Minecraft videos are. I was fucking hauling ass in these videos. Last night was so fun. My last night started really rough. I was kind of bored, so I wasn't really doing anything. Jesus, slow down, Lamau. I didn't really want to, like, play any games. I was tired of farming new Udra last night. Because people keep fucking dying on new Udra, and he's really not that hard. Just dodge the one attack, please. So I was done playing Monster Hunter. I jumped on not Final Fantasy. I jumped on VR chat. Because Friday night is Core World Hop, right? She starts at 8 p.m. Central, 6 Pacific. But she was late. She often is. I know better. I know, hey, Core is often late. Don't get on until you see her on. But I didn't wait. And so she was like an hour late. And I was just like wandering around. Because it was a Friday night where, like, it doesn't start early. It wasn't like I could go join on a big group of people. So I was literally just watching Twitch laying down in VR. I think I fell asleep. Finally got the last trinket I needed to be 740 equipped. Hell yeah. I was kind of in a bummed out mood from that. I was kind of like grumpy. But then we had a lot of fun with World Hop. And then after World Hop, I laid down with Cairo, Grian, and Pixel. Put them to sleep. Although I don't think I waited till they were asleep. I think I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep if I don't leave now. And I have to go say happy birthday to Fruity. Who is in fact not Starbucks. And so then I joined that instance and I was there for I think 2 hours. Last night was a lot of fun. What biome is this focused on? This is the Windswept Plains, the Windswept Hills. Speaking of, I got these hyper-concentrated brownies, where I take a bite of the corner, literal nibble, and I'm destroyed. Hell yeah. You ever thought about carrying people better for New Udra? Well, I'm doing the SOS Flare. I don't get a lot of choice in who I'm playing with in SOS Flares. The only choice I have is, am I queuing for auto accept or manual accept? And holy fucking shit, who the fuck is clicking manual accept for SOS Flares? Why are there so many? I will... Oops. I just jumped in your chat. I will do an SOS Flare, and it'll show 16 new Udra requests, right? 7 of them will be manual accept. And it's so fucking annoying. I hate manual accept. Why the fuck are people turning that on? I finally got the string. My Saturdays start like that sometimes. Yeah. Also, 400% is a hard cap for the XP bonus. Yes, I think I knew that. I thought 400% was the hard cap for versatility as well, but I don't know if there is a hard cap on versatility. I'm a big cannabis smoker. People have a dresser full of sex toys. I have a dresser full of cannabis and paraphernalia. Or mine breaking her bunny. Me, I am the reason why they keep the feature in. It's an awful feature. Manual accept in Wild is like, I don't understand. Like, the only thing you have to go on is the name. So, like, why are you just declining people? Why are you like, no, I don't want you to join. Why the fuck did you hit the SOS Flare? I played WoW. That's a non-PvP. I'd accept SOS requests because I love helping people. Oh, Wilds. And I don't think there is an SOS thing in WoW. The verse weapon trait goes to 999. Oh, okay. Jesus, that's so much. Yeah, dude, I saw a YouTuber that I like, Gaijin Hunter, complaining about the manual accept, auto accept as well. And it was like, it's one of the things where I'm noticing it, I'm like, man, I hate this. And then I see the content creator complaining about it, I'm like, yeah! He's like, can we have a way to sort out manual accept? It's so fucking annoying. Trying to join an SOS Flare. It's manual accept. You're sitting there waiting, so you just leave. You're just like, never mind. I don't want to be here. It's like, I just don't understand who the feature is for. Manual accept is Nintendo gaming at its fullest. But it's like, it's not even a Nintendo game. I'll take, that's a Nintendo thing that they love to do. But this isn't Nintendo. Oh my god. Meowthies, fuck you. I'm fucking tired. I need water. Yeah. Fuck manual accept. I hate people that turn on manual accept. All of my homies hate manual accept. For new Udra. I think I need to kill them 8 more times. I think I have... let me think. You need the 10 kills for the armor. And then you need the 3 for the Palco set. I think I fully built 1 set of armor. It's been only 30 minutes, Mother? No. No, it has not been. It has been 1 hour and 15 minutes. Or, no. 1 hour and like 12-ish minutes. What's wrong with manual accept? So the way it works, Octomage. You go into a hunt in Monster Hunter. Hunts can fit up to 4 players. Well, you can SOS Flare. If you go into a hunt, you're solo. You're just on your own. So then you launch a SOS flare that's like, hey, I want people to join me. And the monster will scale based on how many people are on the hunt. So let's say the monster has 50,000 health. Well, if I shoot an SOS flare and I'm alone, and Ants joins me, the monster's health will go to 100,000. And now there's 2 of us. And we both have our palicos there. If another person joins us, we will lose our palicos and the monster's health will go to 150,000. And if a 4th person joins us, the monster's health goes to 200,000. Plus I'm triple carding. And we will have 4 players. Right? The problem is, if it's auto-accept, you fire off the flare, people just join. You then play it the same as if you were solo or in a group. If you set it to manual accept, you set off the flare, and then it would be like, Ants wants to join your hunt. And I have to open up the menu and be like, Ants DC? Yeah, that seems like a cool name. I'll accept him. And then it'll let him join. Or I could be like, no, I'm just not going to accept you. I'm just going to reject you, and it would close the quest for him. What really happens is Ants wants to join, and then I just don't accept it. I just let it sit there. So he's just waiting in limbo. The questmaster is checking your request. The questmaster is checking your request. The questmaster is checking your request. Because they're fighting, and they're not going to open their menu literal mid-fight. They're going to wait for, like, the monster to transition rooms. They're going to wait for the monster to go to the next room and be like, okay, I've got some breathing room. Now I'll accept it. That's if they accept you. Most of the time, they just let it sit there. So it's like, who the fuck is turning this on? Turning on manual accept is like, I say the N-word. Say the N-word. Okay. No, I'm not going to. I said the name and I was like, hang on. That's a new one. I actually have plans to use that for something. Because when Elite does Motorsport Manager and we name racers, he's like, stop giving me huge anus. Stop giving me Amanda Hug and Kiss. I'm gonna be like, what about N-word? Sadie N-word. I'll be like, yeah, that works. And then he'll add and be like, God damn it, Yulind. Hi, Friday Fables. Yeah. Manual accept is just like, it's such a waste of my time. It's such a waste of their effort. Who the fuck is using this thing? And you have to turn it on, Octomage. You have to, like, you have to go into your settings and be like, yeah, I don't want this to be automated. I literally want to waste people's time with manual accept. Manual accept is just, this doesn't have the right vibes, denied. But Leona's being mean to me today. I left the back door unlocked for you. What the fuck? Monster World, you trying to make your game a Souls-like? Already is a Souls-like. Before Dark Souls. Monster Hunter World came out before Dark Souls, right? Yeah, Monster Hunter World, not Monster World. Monster Hunter is like 2004, I think. Look, we gotta bully the longsword main some way. I don't have a problem with longsword mains. I have trauma from Monster Hunter Tri, where longsword was atrocious to play with. But they're better now. Literally just take Shockproof. Monster Hunter was 2004. Demon Souls was 09. Well, when was Dark Souls? Wasn't Dark Souls like 09? Oh, Yulind, what's up? 11? It was 11? I thought it was earlier than that. Dank Souls was 11. I hate manual accept. The ones I hate now are Dual Blades
Insect Glaive and Rise, although it doesn't have the problem in Wild, and Bow, which same as Insect Glaive, doesn't have the problem in Wilds. The only thing I really hate on my team is Dual Blades, and that's if I'm playing a shield class. It's been only 30 minutes, fuck you. Miss playing as Palico. I feel like you wouldn't... wouldn't you want to, like, validate who's joining your game? No. No, absolutely not, Octal. Because there's no validation you can do other than their name. The only thing you can see, you might be able to see their hunter rank. At that point, okay, you're an elitist prick trying to get carried that's like, I only accept people over hunter rank 300. And fuck you, that's a bad system. But, like, if you're just going off the name, that's all you have. You don't have a way to, like, oh, this person's hacking, get them out of here. I just want people to auto-join. I want to be able to auto-join. I fucking hate waiting in limbo when I join a quest. Look, we got a bully. I wish Monster Hunter Wilds had bunny palicos. They kind of do. You can put bunny ears on them. Me with friend request. Oh, that's a new one. Ooh, Minecraft. Would recommend doing a recording of walking around Greenfield. The giant city map. Nice Mythic Plus clear in time. Limix is 141 right now. I think I saw the 130 or 125. I don't think I've encountered it. That's insane. I'm guessing trolling isn't an issue. Not really. The most trolling you'll get, Octal, is somebody who's hacking to where they one-shot monsters. At which point, you know, you go to fight a monster. You're like, okay, we're gonna be here for 15 minutes. This is a tough fight, and it's dead. Okay, well, I guess I just get some free loot. But I need to kill this monster like 10 times, so it's not like I was completely invalidated with the hunt. I still need to kill it 9 other times. It's just that one was easy. But, like, if you're hacking in the game like that, what are you doing? Like, you were just making yourself play less game? Why did you buy it? That's insane. Actually, on second thought, despite my helpful nature, I'll accept SOS players if I could play Monster Hunter Wilds. Wasn't easier, no 4. Yep, Monhun was 2004. Demon Souls was 09. Oh, Yulind. I was picking out your hair when I was building the PC. I was picking out your hair when I was building the PC. Fucking what? Thanks, Souls was 11. Make your game fun and a little challenging to get nerds hooked, then drop the Souls-like Monster Hunter games. I put in a Ziploc so I can clone you. Why is Yulind's hair in a PC? He's bald as hell. What the fuck? Omo. Thanks, Cairo. I love you. Thanks for looking out for me. Hi, Saris. Hello. First of all, now you have a mother that will love you. What a weird feature, though. I mean, with enough clones, we might have enough to fill the phylactery. There's fucking hair and gamer gunk in that GPU. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I only had that for like 5 months. I actually bought it from somebody in the UK. To be fair, sometimes game adds some annoying bullshit somewhere so I can see some hacks occasionally. You know how to build PCs? Yes, they do. We're at 3.3. We're at 3.3 in rolls. No, he don't! Oh my god. We're at 3.3 miles. I'm ready to fucking... I built like 6 or 7 now. Cairo did have a nice save with my PC. Fradel helped me build mine. But Fradel didn't know VR. She's gotten a lot into VR since then, but... Fradel didn't know the importance of X3D. And so Cairo was like, show me the specs, show me the specs! And I was like a little reluctant. I was like, man, this like, I trust Fradel. I really don't want to deal with like my friends arguing over specs over what I should buy. I was very reluctant to show Cairo. But I did. And Cairo was like, you need X3D. You literally have to get it. And so he changed it. And now I'm kind of like, ooh, that was a good call. He knows what he's doing, he's just a little slow. That's why I blocked him. Oh, D said to fill the phylactery. Oh Oh my goodness. Dee's been streaming again. It's really nice. I didn't expect her to stream as much as she has been. Given, you know, what fucking happened. Cancer. So it's been nice to see her just going strong. I need a drink. Someone who needs to replace his greatly outdated PC. Something that can run Stardew after 4 hours. Continuous gameplay. SH? I wonder, Cairo, if he didn't make it to Mahjong, I would block him. Oh no. What's up, Furisu? He didn't make it. No ghoulish horse today, Sag. How many of the horses do you have, Furisu? Do you have 2 of the 3? Also, like... Just I have the old one and the Trader Post one? I blocked it for 4 seconds and respawned. Two of them say Trading Post. The ghoulish one and the hallowed one. They both say Trading Post. So is the ghoulish one like coming in a later Trading Post? Ghoulish comes from Pumpkin. This weird tag? Okay. Oh boy, beacon spotted. That's where the video ends. That's where we're headed. So Friday Fables. I planned to make a video of every biome. That fell apart when I realized, holy fucking shit, it is so much effort to make a Minecraft walking video. Because like building out the path for these is so much effort. I hate it. I absolutely hate building out these paths. I was coming out with a video like every 3 weeks. And it was like, that is so fucking slow. And so, we did 6 Minecraft videos. I would have loved to do every biome. And there's some biomes that's like, well, this one just needs to happen because it's a very important biome, so I will go back to it eventually. But my plan of every single biome, that's kind of been like shelved. I had Pet Yuki, and I had Violet Vexen helping me. And, Yuki was helping me a lot with the mods, and also a lot of the tedious work of, like, straightening out the path, correcting the fences, things like that. Violet was the resident designer. She was the one that was making landmarks that, like, look pretty. So early on, there was, like, a windmill that was really pretty that we walked by. And at the end, when we get to the beacon, there's a really pretty fountain. Greenfield City walking video would be epic. Might just load that up for funsies. I will probably not do a Greenfield City. I'm not looking for too much player-created stuff. I'm more interested in, like, the raw biome. No mushroom biome video. Mushroom biome is one that I'm very interested in. I really want to do a Sakura biome. I want to do a mushroom biome. I want to do a lot of the new stones. So I'd like to do the different Nether videos. Some of the, what is it, the End? What is it where the Ender Dragon is? There's like 2 or 3 biomes there I'd like to do. I'd like to do the Deep Slate biome. The Spooky Forest biome. Dragon Ball biome. No one wants to talk about how the fuck he is shedding so much in his GPU. If I could play Minecraft on PC, never focus enough, I can go hours doing this. Plus with the chunk base, guessing where biome is isn't that hard. I was using different programs to find maps that had big biomes. God, Minecraft at some point they fucked up their biome generation. You used to be able to be like, hey, load a world with singular biome. And it would make that just that biome. However, they kind of fucked it up. And now it's just like an aesthetic they drape over the existing biomes. So like, you could say make a desert biome. And you'd get like mountainous sands. Like sands in the shape of mountain, and it's just like, well, this stinks. You know, I'm doing a Secret World walking video for Halloween. Hang on. I did that when you could make Sky Islands with Void. It was so fun. What I would do, because singular biome generation wasn't working, what I would do is, I would do super large biomes, and I would do the commands, hi non-dairy, to find biome, teleport to it. And then I would fly around it and be like, is this big enough? Yeah, this is big enough. And so, typically I'd have to create like 3 to 8 worlds to find. I remember one of them was like super easy. The swamp I found really quickly. I think the tundra I found super quick. I think the windswept plains took me a while. And the taiga forest, that one was really tough. The desert, I couldn't find a good desert. I just straight up could not find a big desert. So I think for that one, I just made a super flat world. And just painted the whole thing desert. Hi, non-dairy. I did that when you can make Sky Islands. No, right now the plan is finish out WoW. I am almost to the point of all WoW zones done. I need to do Southern Stranglethorn, the Wandering Isle, Koresh, Undermine. It might just be those 4. It might just be those 4 zones that need videos. I might be able to make one for Broken Shore. And then I'm done with WoW. If I really, like, gassed it, if I really pedal to the metal, I could do that in a single week. I've just been enjoying fucking avatar work. Also, Yulind, did you not want us to call you cute when your chat was down? No, I don't mind. That was very, like, tsundere, like, don't you fucking do this, but I totally fucking love it. I like being called cute. I try not to be too tsundere with it. Send you something, look at it after stream? Nope, I'm gonna look at it now. What? Oh my god, Lunny. If that works, I'm going to test that. If that works, we're doing Minecraft every biome after World of Warcraft. You have no idea how crazy that is. Because what I was doing, I was using a spline mod. So I would like create a bridge that was 4 blocks wide and like 20 blocks long. And I would basically create a spline, which is a curved line, that it would paste that bridge along. So if I did a 90-degree turn, it would paste that bridge in a repeating faction with a 90-degree turn. And so, like, I had to literally place the entire thing. That mod, that might literally save me, like, 2 weeks of work per video. And I thought it was cool as well. Just thought of it again when you were complaining. Bro, I just got a sexual content warning. When I entered, I did, okay, ants. I did mark the stream as we talk about not safe for work topics. This is officially an 18+ stream. Wait, what's the mod? Oh, this part is cool. This is the fountain that Violet made. Yeah, whip it out, pal. We cannot just whip it out. Here's the thing. I'd always viewed this stream as like, you know, PG-13. If somebody was 15, I'd like, okay, they pass the vibe check, they stay. If not, they go. My discretion. 15 felt like old enough for what we talk about. And then it was mostly Micaiah. Micaiah was like, that's not how it works. This is the literal rules for not safe for work content on Twitch. If you discuss explicitly not safe for work topics, you should be marking your stream as not safe for work. In my head, it made sense to me that, like, if I just have, like, micro bikinis, areolas sticking out, literal, like, this is a bad time to say this, but just thongs, that to me was, like, not safe for work 18 plus. This is definitely closer on the risky side. But like my usual outfits, I did not consider 18 plus. But Micaiah was like, no dude. The rules say that even discussing this is like 18 plus. And I was like, damn. Okay. And I kind of dragged my feet updating the stream. I kind of sat on it for like a month. Because I really didn't want to. Even though it was like, I'm 100% wrong, I was just being slow to it. And then we got a minor in the community. And then we had one here. And it was like, uh-oh. Okay. If it isn't the consequences of my own inaction. Fuck. So, about a week ago, it was like, hey, you gotta go. The stream has been updated, and we do not put up with that anymore. I am a lot less lax on the rules, and honestly, it's overdue. I let it get way too far there. Yeah, bye, Global. Don't judge me too much, Yulind. In Minecraft Bedrock Switch, I have 825 or more hours logged, and half of that is spent building a mega base. This guy Minecraft make brain go brr. Leon, I swear this is the fifth thing that you're like, please don't judge me for this, and it's like a completely normal thing. I'm judging you if you're like, I like watching videos of people dying. I actively enjoy the suffering of others. I don't give a shit if you like Minecraft Bedrock. Wait, what's the mod? Oh, this part's cool. Yeah, whip it out, pal. Okay, then. Mother, you talking about J.O. again? No! Peggy 15. Modrinth Road Architect, thank you. Now, you should definitely not have minors here, LOL. I agree. I don't know. If somebody was like 16, they're gonna see the stuff that we talk about online. But I need to not be like, if they're gonna see it anyway, that is a bad mindset. It is not my responsibility if they see it anyway. So I cannot justify them seeing it here. Thank you. I just thought it was already adult content marked, LL. I said my part. Bro thinks thongs are 18 plus. Well, by the rules they are at Parisu. Feet still here, bitch. Yeah, bye, Global. But now we can say things. I would have said the same thing. Twitch tried to roll those guidelines back, but you know the internet. How they act when a company that restricts not safe work says they'll allow it. I'm judging regardless. I don't like watching people play Bennett Foddy. What about it? Yelling the please don't judge me is a joke. I know these aren't actual judgmental things. Are you running out of gas already? Fuck you, Global! It's 4 miles with a max incline! There's a big difference between seeing stuff and being in a community of people they can directly interact with around adult topics. Well, See, that was the thing, Micaiah. I didn't consider people just in Twitch chat as part of the community. And I shouldn't. I should consider, like, if they're in chat, they're part of the community. But to me, it was like, there's Twitch, and then there's, like, literal pass the vibe check, friends list on VR chat, can join for the walk. And somebody started joining for the walk, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, hang on. I fucked this up. I was wrong, abort. Damn it, bouncing with recoil. High tie, BRB. Someone brought a kid to my community, I would Kyle Crane them. And worse, adult activities. It was... They passed the vibe check because they didn't get the vibe check. They came recommended by others. Not necessarily recommended by others, but known by others. Right? There are people that are like, oh, this person's here. Hi, this person. So I was like, oh, they're friends with this, they're friends with that. I trust those. Those individuals didn't vouch for this person. I don't think they even knew. But like, so I let them in. They were hanging out. And they were joining for the nap time after, and I was like, hang on, wait a minute. That's worse. Just saying you don't do meta streaming content about some dress. Yeah, that's an instant block to the kid, and the person that brought the kid. That's worse. It was definitely just a gap in my barriers that I didn't think about. And when I caught it, it was like, oh, fuck, oh, wait, oh, shit. Like, no one knowing is crazy? Well, here's the thing, ants. They were lying about their age, I think. They were hitting the check boxes that say, like, you're over 18, right? And they're like, yep, sure am. And then... So, like, I don't know. They were around others. I don't think they had been, like... When they were around others, they were around on Twitch. So I don't think the people that I was, like, viewing by association, I don't think they knew how old they were. And then when they were here, I was like, I can instantly tell you're a minor. Like, I can just tell. I don't want to discuss it more on stream, but there was a big, like, Jesus, what the fuck moment. Not necessarily bad, but, like, in my eyes was like, this is on the bad path. We gotta get away from this. Yeah, ask later in VR. I can tell you and Micaiah later. 4.1 miles. Oh my god, I'm dead. You know how creepy that sounds? You have the sense? That's not a creepy thing, Global. You can tell when somebody's, I'm gonna put it this way, young and dumb. Just saying. This is why I ask people to place a sports bet in front of me. You can just tell usually, yeah. I mean, one of my favorite things in Twitch is somebody comes around and they're just like, they just sound like they're fucking 12. So you lowball it. You go, hey dude, are you even old enough to be on Twitch? You sound like you're 11. And if they're like 13 or 14, they cannot help themselves. They will always out themselves. Because there's no individual under the age of 14. There's nothing more offensive to them than calling them like 11. You have to call them the right age. So if you say to the 14-year-old, hey dude, you sound like you're 11, they are going to correct you. They are going to go, no, I'm 14 years old. And it's like, yep, there they go exposing themselves. Get the fuck out of here, kid. It is, bro, would be like, I'm 18 and a half. I have never seen that, Ants, but I would fucking cry laughing if I did. My friend Koyo, He taught me this trick. You lowball it. If they sound like they're 12, say 10. If they seem like they're 14, say like 11 or 12. They will always correct you. And then it's like, yep. And they just outed themselves. Get the fuck out. It's so fun when you catch it. I've gotten 2 on stream. Ugh, full of meatball? Hell yeah. It is so fun when, like, you actually catch someone with it, because it's like, oh my god, I didn't think it would work. Nobody's this stupid, right? But they were. I'm YouTube age detection AI. Was it someone I knew? You might, Logitech. Bro be like, I'm 18 and a half, hug full of meatball. I always wondered if it was obvious when trying to get into a bar. They always say you're 21. Can you reword that? Pretty sure you don't want to word it as exposing themselves. They outed themselves. They revealed that they were, in fact, breaking the rules. How's incline, Yuli? We're at 4.2. I'm very tired. We are not finishing this video. Oh yeah, they do that. Remember when I was younger, my mother would try to lie about my age, so I'd eat for cheaper, and I'd start arguing with her that I'm older than that. Good job. That's fucking funny, Hobbit. I can absolutely see Hobbit doing that too. I was like scared of the waitresses. So I was like, dude, you could say whatever the fuck you want. So long as you don't tell them it's my birthday. I'm good. Bro didn't want free crayons. I'm back. I recorded more ambient ASMR. Someone in the DMs told me they liked it. I still don't know. They're being sarcastic or serious. Happy birthday, Yulind. We are almost half a year away from birthday. Well, I was small, so I looked like I was younger than 9. But I was like 12. I'm 12. That's lying. Imagine your mother feeding you. Well, you'll never know what that's like. I did a coloring sheet at a restaurant last month. I gotta sneeze. Asshole! What the fuck? Hey, happy birthday. Congratulations on level 35. Shut up, Free Sue. You can't tease me for my age. You're literally older than me. Have you guys ever dealt with, like, a coloring sheet at a restaurant that's just, like, wrong? Like, it's one of those maze things that's like, go through the maze. And it's like, it doesn't connect. I'm younger than you. Yeah, okay, Furisu. Okay. I forgot you're sensitive about that. Everybody, I'm older than Furisu. I just turned 31. You are like 40. I'm not 40. AI generated maze. Yeah, but like, you see them even like 10 to 15 years ago. Yeah, but then it's funny when you make fun of people younger than you for being old. In some way. I don't want someone to tell the waitress it's my birthday. Or celebrate it on my own. Buy a cake, put my age in candles. Make a wish, then blow out that to the side. After your birthday wishes. They really do just expose their age. Ants! He has a point for you, Sue. He is 45. Oh, God. 4.3. He's 25, Global. If someone tells the waitress it's my birthday, we're fighting. Ants, I hated my birthday. For a long time, I didn't want to celebrate it at all. I didn't even want to celebrate it with like my mom and dad. It was just like, hey, maybe we have like a nice dinner. Like one of the dinners we have every week. I literally don't want to celebrate it. I don't know, I didn't like my birthday. And like some of my worst memories is like, we go to a restaurant when I'm 6 or 7, and they tell the waitresses, and they come out singing, and I run to the bathroom crying. I hated that stuff. And so, it wasn't until like, I think I was about 20 years old, I kind of chilled out. When I was 20, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop being such a pain in a butt about this. If people want to celebrate my birthday, fine, whatever. I'm still gonna be upset if you, like, tell the restaurant staff. I don't want to deal with that. But, like, if you want to celebrate it, sure, fine. And then it was when I started streaming that it was like, I think you were one of them, Ants. I just met a lot of people that were like, nah, birthdays are really important. It's really, like, hurtful if somebody forgets my birthday. And so I'm like, okay. If people view it like that, I will accommodate them. And so I will, like, even though I don't really value my birthday, there's a lot of people who just want to, like, take part in the celebration of it. And it's a very, like, nice, generous, and loving thing of them. And it's like, I don't want to be the person who's like, hey, neighbor, I baked you a pie. Oh, who told you to bake me a pie? I don't want this. Slams the door on them. I want to be more like, hey, that's super cool of you. Thanks for doing this. I don't want to expect a pie. I don't want to be like, hey, so you're baking me a pie, right? I never want to be like that. But I'm never going to, like, shut down someone's generosity with this anymore. You and me both, you. Aw. I'm birthday enjoyer. If you say you hate your birthday, you might as well block me. I hate my birthday if I speak. Hi, Huntera. Birthday at restaurant is only funny if you get the giant sombrero. 40 or so days until I age up a year. Planet Crafter drones just made my day. Auto sort for the win. Oh, non-dairy. The game fucking changes when you get drones. It's just like people who can't take compliments, to be honest. Just let your friends celebrate you. I am getting better about it. I still struggle a little, but I'm getting better about it. The birthday thing. The compliments, I think I'm better about it for the most part. I still do it like, what do you mean? How dare you? But I'm not sitting there going, nuh-uh, lies and slander. You are? Or so, not exactly 40, but around there. We're at 4.5. 4.5. I remember having a conversation with somebody 5 years ago. They were an adamant, I'm not cute. You'd call them cute and they'd be like, no, how dare you. 4.5 meters, geez, so lazy. And I remember talking to them like, you don't actually think you're not cute, right? And they're like, no, I'm pretty cute. I was like, so why do you deny it? And they, I shit you not, word for word said, I like the attention, and when I say I'm not cute, it makes people want to call me cute more. So it is just, I get more of it when I do this. And that was an immediately like, okay, I don't like people that do this now. I'm actively, like, gonna go out of my way that if somebody says, I'm not cute, then I'm like, you'll never get this from me again. You will literally just not hear me say it to you again if you do the whole I'm not cute. Wow. At least they're honest about it. They were honest about it. And I think I was honest with them. I was very like, I don't like that. That feels a little, like, manipulative. That makes me not want to call you cute ever again. Nuh-uh, I'm not cute. I'm never gonna be the type of person that's like, damn, well, you said it first. Yeah, you kind of do look like a dog. I'm never, like, doing that. But, like, I very much pull away. If I'm like, oh my god, you're so cute, and they're like, no, I'm not. I'm not cute. I'm just like, alright. We're not doing that again. You're so right, dude. My mistake. That's prime cat behavior. I wouldn't disagree. I'd say that's pretty catty of me. I'm like that with a lot of things. I get very rebellious with many, many things. There's a lot of things that like, oh, you're supposed to do it this way? that I'm like, I hate this. It's odd because in video games, when there's an intended way, when there's you're supposed to do it this way, I almost want to do it that way. So like in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, when the developers put like a clear, we want you to solve the puzzle by doing this, but it's not like super written out. Like if they give you a signpost that says, lift this block here, push this block here, hit this switch to solve the puzzle. I'm hating that, right? I think everybody would hate that. But if they put like the context clues, like a skeleton with a torch by like a lantern, then it's like, oh, okay. Clearly they're trying to give the hint that I should light the lantern on fire, stuff like that. I like it when they give context clues like that. Not quite the yellow paint, but like almost they are guiding you through a thing if you pay attention to it. I really like that sort of stuff. Anyway, Yulind, what do you want for your birthday? I don't know. I don't have to think about it for 7 months. I meant rejection of the compliment. Cuteness to engender more engagement. You just got bitten by cats a lot. It's so funny watching people struggle with yellow paint. Yeah. I don't necessarily think yellow paint is bad. A lot of people are like, oh my god, the yellow paint ladder. God, they don't expect people to be able to think. But like, through all the testing, people literally can't think. They would like, I don't remember which game it was. They had like ladders and stuff. And they didn't have yellow paint. And a significant portion of their player base in testing was just not able to solve puzzles. They just were incapable of it. And so they add yellow paint. And now, a small portion of them still can't solve it. But a vast majority of them could. But now there's a portion of them going, ugh, yellow paint. Do people not even think? And it was like, well, kinda, yeah. The yellow paint outrage is so overblown. I think it would be neat. I haven't fully thought this idea out. But what if there was an option when you start a game that was like yellow paint mode? You know, basically yellow paint's like, hey, we're going to give you guidelines. We're going to give you like, keep an eye open for this to know where to go. And it was just like something you could turn off. How does that fare in a video game? Hi, Comey. 4.75. Yellow paint enjoyers. They have those? I think there was a game like that. I know there's games where it's like, hey, you can turn on this thing that always like gives you the little like line of the objective, right? I think one of the Spider-Man games did that, where it's like, you always know where you need to go next. If you cranked up the difficulty, there was less markers. I think there's a certain type of person that gets upset by it. If somebody gets upset by yellow paint and markers like that, I think that's valid, especially if you enjoy solving stuff on your own. But if it's like an option, if it's like you can turn it off yourself and you get upset that others have it, I don't care what you think. I'm like, you're trying to infringe your way of playing on others. I don't care. There was too much in Chronos. Big gulp. Me making them play monochrome Mirror's Edge. Oh my god. 4.8. 4.8. That's like 2 more minutes. There's also the thing that a lot of gamers forget, that most people fucking suck at games. Literally fucking Cairo. I fucking get so mad when Cairo's like, I'm just an average gamer. I'm not even good. I just play a lot of video games, but I'm not actually any good at them. And then he does some, like, really good combo that involved, like, planning something out and reading a situation that I would never be capable of. And I'm like, I fucking hate this guy so much. Training objects that are interactable don't stand out so much anymore. Sucking at games? Are you talking about Cairo again? Cairo, much to everyone's dismay, is good at games. Yulind, you are the average gamer? I think I am the average gamer. I think I'm better than the average gamer. I think around the people I play, I am average, maybe even low end. But around the whole, like if you look at World of Warcraft, I'm probably like 70th percentile. You should use one button assistant. I have been on Lemix. Hi, Laravel. Way different from how it used to be. Games have a lot of very detailed clutter. Yeah. I mean, it was obvious back in the day, right? The wall that you can bomb, it's literally a different color. That shit's very different now. That's, are they though? Yes. I'm worse than the average gamer. X to fucking doubt. I wonder who the main character of the anime is. Literally that, but with walls in the past. Fucking Legend of Zelda. Banjo-Kazooie. Where it's just like, the texture on this just is different. I wonder what that means. 0.1 more miles. 1/50th of the way to go. Oh my god. Am I sweaty? Oh, I'm sweaty. Holy. We are frictionless walking. We are not going to the end of Gorgrond. Yeah. No, there's a lot of fucking... I'll say it. I'll say the gamer word. There's a lot of fucking just drog bars playing games that just... Man. What are they doing? You see people that just like run in circles and it's like... The top of your screen. Whoa, dude, you can't say that! The top of your screen, just read the prompt. There's a hint on your screen. What the fuck is a jogboard? That's a whole race of people. Frictionless just reminds me of that one song. A Drogbor hobbit is the underground earth people from World of Warcraft in Legion. That's fucked up, bro. They're like the stone people. Real. Frictionless materials in Mass Effect 1, infinite ammo. Oh my god, real. I was leveling with Frisu. And we were in High Mountain. And I was just like, Frisu, doesn't Drogbar just kind of sound like a slur? She's like, oh my god, it kind of does. Oh, it's WoW stuff. It's the same thing as calling somebody like a troglodyte. Or a, I guess an ogre? No, because it's more fictional than, like, ogre. Ogre has, like, connotations to it. But, like... what's a dumb race in a video game that's, like, it's only that game? You can't just say they're the stone people. Or Cairo. Why aren't we gaming on Lemix? 4.99. 5 miles. We'd be too busy kithing if I say it. Oh, I forgot to pause this video. Pause. Okay. Oh my god. My feet are in the ground because incline. Move this here. Move that there, move that there. Change this to this. Hi, Lost in Time. Thank you for the follow. Doki, huh? What the fuck? Oh god, I'm going to have a lisp in 2 weeks, Yulind. Yeah, you are. Bro censoring his feet. I cannot express just how bad it is in WoW on the whole. So many players are the type to laugh at you as you carry them, and 90% of the time, you won't kick them because replacing them takes longer than carrying them. 822? 822. We have done that all consecutively. 7 days a week, except for 5 days. We missed 3 days in August, we missed 2 days in September. Dude, I hate it, Friday Fables. I hate just how fucking stupid the WoW community is sometimes, because it's like... they just can't be wrong. Like, it's so hard for the gamers to be like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing here. I will accept any instruction. They just can't. It's just like... they can do the stupidest shit possible, and you're like, hey man, things will go better for you if you don't do that. And they're like, fucking kill yourself. And it's just like, Jesus, dude. I'm literally trying to help here. Damn, take a rest. Never! Okay. We gotta update the title. I'm never wrong, except when I get lost in games. We need to update the title. Holy shit, VCTF! 5 miles, and now we rest. Done. I don't even know if this guy's going to remember me. Hi, gamer. Just so you know. Oh god, I can also hear myself. Just so you know, I am live, though.
I'm on the VR chat phone app.
Hell yeah.
What the hell? This shit's so weird.
It's I know a few people who have done it sometimes. It's very it's funny when they're trying to get to a specific spot. Getting to like an exact spot is like
so not precise.
No, it's not at all.
This is sick, dude. Fucking yeah. This is hilarious.
Okay. I did it a few times. I click this. It's so bad, it's why I stick to my little Dwarf Guild and Classic. They're the exact kind of gamers I vibe with mostly. What was the other thing? Update who I'm watching. I close this. I move this. Oh god. Oh god, Windows 11 why? This. Are these two still going? They are. Okay. Social. Okay. They're just going around visiting everybody. I did it a few times. You're talking about the phone app there, right? Updated title. I need to fix trackers. I don't need to fix outfit. You guys wait there. I'm going to go all the way over here and pretend to be out of camera view while actually being in camera view and being like, oh yes, now that I'm outside of camera view, I can change where you all can't see me. Not a dumb joke. Shut up, Hobbit. It's funny, I swear. I'm not gonna lie, Lost in Time. Your name reminds me of a mod of mine. The Lost one. And I haven't seen him in a year. He just disappeared. And I fucking miss him. What? Yo, this map is a Sea of Thieves reference. I'm gonna stab you, Ty. Oh, but I'm doing the thing where I'm like, I'm changing off camera. I'm changing where you all can't see me. But I'm like, totally where you guys can see me. And anytime I do that in the Terraria map of it, you go like, this bitch sucks. This joke stinks. And I'm like, oh shit, I found... Jesus, that was loud. Oh my god, why was that so loud? Oopsie. Deserved. No. Celebrate. That was not deserved. Even though I literally am the one who did it by walking around while calibrating. I hope he hit the rocks so I get the payout. What the fuck? What do you mean the payout? Fuck, my final PC part gets here Wednesday. I'm so tired of waiting. Sometimes, bro, has to live their life in abandoned internet life. What I do? I'm going to spray you with this pressure washer. You playing, oh god, what is it? Why am I forgetting the name of this extremely popular game that everyone loves? Power Wash Simulator. You playing the second one? Ow, nodders. Get the rocks. Okay. We are good to go. I found a new map recently. I really liked. I took Cairo there yesterday. He fucking didn't like it. And I was like, what the hell? Anchor. Local. N3. Portal. Favorite movie? Kung Fu Panda. Unironically, I fucking love Kung Fu Panda. The second one just came out, about halfway through it. So much Wi-Fi speed, but no PC to utilize all of it. This map has a big-ass alien sky whale. And it's just, I don't know, I like it. It's a little, well, blue. Which, if I remember correctly, is actually like the bad light for sleeping. What is this? Oh, it's a mirror. Standing on it. Yulind. Bro could have said Taken, Liam Neeson, or any other movie, but fucking Kung Fu Panda? I unironically think Kung Fu Panda is really good. It hits... It's a movie that represents a lot of moving parts. It's a movie that, like... each character very much has a great influence on the story, and you can see their character growth and development. And I find that very interesting. Obviously, Poe is the main character, and you can see his growth and development, and accepting himself, and becoming the Dragon Warrior. The Master, who I'm forgetting the name of, Sifu. Sifu has growth in letting go of control, and like giving more to other people, and realizing that, like, you know, he's not the master of the universe. He can't just have things his way all the time. Mine has always been Black Hawk Down. I think it's very interesting seeing Sifu's growth as a teacher and also just a person with Kung Fu Panda. Oogway has growth. Not so much character growth, but you see him, you know, go through a big thing in his life. In a fucking... Oh, god damn it. In him, literally fucking ascending, right? Tai Lung. Tai Lung actually has some really fucking interesting, like, lack of growth. Tai Tai Lung has the opportunity to, like, fix everything. Because he's the problem. If he just, like, stops being the problem, every conflict in the movie goes away. But he grew up, like, believing he would be the Dragon Warrior, believing it was owed to him. And because of this, it leads him to hurting a lot of people and needing to be stopped and ultimately living a unhappy and unfulfilling life because he just thinks he wants something that he doesn't actually want. And there's this really interesting scene in the movie to me. It's the part where Tai Lung is fighting Sifu. And he wins the fight. He beats up Sifu. And Sifu is, like, broken. He's, like, tired, exhausted, bruised up, just laying there on the ground. And Tai Lung is like, tell me how proud you are, father. Tell me how proud you are of me. And Sifu's just like, dude, I was always proud. I have always had such pride, and that was that pride that blinded me to not see what you were becoming. I basically made you what you are today. I'm like directly responsible, and a lot of this is my fault. I'm sorry. I loved you too much. I still love you. And Tai Lung has this moment. You can see it in his facial expressions where he just got everything he wanted. But he doesn't know that's what he wanted. He thinks he still wants to be the Dragon Warrior, but he just, like, he has this moment of, oh, hearing Sifu say he's proud of me and he loved me is like, that brought me happiness. But he has this moment of, like, it's like you can see the thoughts in his head where he's just like, that made me happy, and I liked that. Do I be content with this? Do I stop doing what I'm doing and, like, settle for this because I like that? Or, do I continue on the path going for the Dragon Scroll? Well, if I stop going for the Dragon Scroll, I wasted the last 20 years I spent in jail, and the 10 to 15 years before that I spent training for the scroll. I don't want to waste that time. I don't want to have been wrong. And so he scowls, and he goes, I don't want your apologies. I want my scroll. And it's like, he just had this moment of, like, I could have settled for that. I could have been happy with that. And he has this moment of, he could have walked away from it all. He could have been like, just drop the Oogway staff, sit down next to Sifu and been like, wow. I don't think I want the Dragon Scroll. I could be content with that. And they would have forgiven him. They would have been like, hey, you spent 20 years in prison. You hurt people escaping. You might need to go back for some time. You might need to do community service, but, like, you're not a threat at this point. They probably would have hidden Poe, right? They probably would have, like, kept him away from Poe. Granted, Poe was already running back, so, you know, they would have fucking encountered each other. He probably could have been part of the training of Poe. And, like, that would have really helped him be like, oh, shit. I trained a crazy amount to get the Dragon Scroll, but Poe is better than me. Poe is the actual Dragon Warrior, and he can beat me in a fight, and he's only been doing Kung Fu for, like, 2 months at this point. This is crazy. He is the fucking Dragon Warrior, right? He could have had all of that. He could have had a good life. He could have literally fucking lived. And he walked away from it. He failed his character growth at the last, like, this is your last chance, and he died for it. And, like, every single character in Kung Fu Panda just has some form of character growth. The goose, the father has some character growth because he was like, I'm raising my boy to be a noodles boy. Oh, he's not, you know, going into the family business. That's okay. I love him anyway. The Furious 5 has character growth, and they're like, you know, the same thing as Sifu, where they're like, he's not the Dragon Warrior. He's a stupid fat panda. Oh, he's actually, like, kind of good, and we're being assholes and just, like, bad people by bullying him. There's a moment. There's one moment where, I think it's Poe talking to Sifu, where Sifu's like, dude, I'm trying to get rid of you, but you can't run away now. Like, and Poe's like, if you were trying to get, no, what was it? It's, Poe says, like, you were trying to get rid of me. Why are you trying to keep me here now that, I'm trying to leave? And Sifu's like, because my master believes in you, and I believe in my master. And Poe's like, that's not true. You don't believe in me at all. That's why you've been trying to get rid of me. How are you going to turn this into the Dragon Warrior? And at one point, Sifu asks, like, if you knew we were trying to get rid of you, why did you stay? And I think Poe responds with, like, because if anybody could make me not this, it was you, the greatest kung fu trainer in China. And it's like, I think one of the Furious Five overhears that. I think it's Tigress. And she has this, like, oh, man, we suck moment. There's a lot of just, like, there's so much, like, every character fucking changes in this movie. It's so interesting. Yulind, I already have 23 hours playtime. Hi, Dore. Bark, 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 bark. Kung Fu Panda's movie where you can see Jack Black put a lot of his passion in the movies. Sifu. Yeah, you saw the growth of Master Oogway from alive to dead. Got it. First date plan. Kung Fu Panda and homemade snacks. Okay, non-dairy. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. That is the best fucking first date plan I've ever heard from anybody. Oogway's the goated turtle, though. That's my name. Sifu is the most adorable little red panda in the movie. I'm glad they made him a wah. It's Sifu Yulind. Yeah. For real, Panda is such a good multiple layer story. And the background art. Kung Fu Panda, it is like the silly kids movie that's like, oh my god, kids enjoy this, and like, haha, they punch each other. And honestly, I think WALL-E was also a good movie, trailing off Kung Fu Panda, but same Pixar company, since it was touching film. I like WALL-E for the setting. It's a good movie. But like, WALL-E is like what my goals for society is. Fucking a bunch of fat people being taken care of by robots and none of them working or like knowing any form of like anxiety or stress other than I don't want to be the last person to switch my clothes from red to blue. That is like the utopia I strive for. And everybody's like, oh, but they're all fat. And it's like, well, you can just exercise. Like, they're all fat because they got lazy. But what would realistically happen in a society where like robots take care of everything, we would just be like, okay, well, we've got more time to exercise and be hot and healthy and take care of ourselves. Like, we would 100% be the opposite of that. We would all look great, I think. Sifu is why my partner said I'm a red panda. Oh boy, rest in time. I mean, the scroll's pretty snazzy, so I get it. Does he ask for his birthright? I don't think he asked for his birthright, but he says it's rightfully his. I think based on that, he put the time and effort into it. I worked at a museum, so I always like being active despite how I look. Kyra said I'm going to a BAT? Huh? And the 5-second full character growth is not seen till the second or third movie? Hold on, wait, hold on. You're talking about for Tai Lung or Sifu? More sex for sure happening if people don't have to work. Cars is still the goat, though. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know what a VAT is. I'm interested to see what Non-Dairy says for the 5 seconds for full character growth. The 5? Oh, the 5s. Okay, I for some reason I read that as 5 seconds, not the 5s. The 5, so Mantis, Snake, and those guys. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so there's too many characters for all of it in Kung Fu Panda. A lot of it is addressed in future movies, right? Like Poe, he has fucking character growth every fucking movie. And so it's like they do more. I think Kung Fu Panda 2 is a really good movie. I enjoy 1 more personally. I really like the scene with Tai Lung. The scene where he's like, tell me how proud you are, Sifu. And then Sifu has his, I've always been proud. I love you too much. And Tai Lung, it's just like 3 seconds of Tai Lung. He's angry. He takes a step back. He has this face of like, oh shit, I don't know what to do here. I don't want your apology. I want my scroll. And he scowls again. That expressiveness, that like just range on a fucking animated snow leopard of all things is so interesting to me. Poe is indeed a very awesome character in development, and he indeed does over time improves. I have no idea what AVET is. Oh. Oh, okay. You said A, so I was thinking the letter A. I know where you're going, Noodles. Oh, I get the joke. Tai Lung actually had character growth in a later movie. Animated snack, so cute. He has the opportunity for character growth in the first one. In the first movie, he has a moment of like the big decision. Make or break. He lives or he dies here. He can make the right choice or the wrong choice, and he makes the wrong choice and gets sent to the fucking spirit realm for it. But he has this moment of like, he has the decision. He has the where he can stop it all. You can see that he considers it, and he just doesn't. And then he gets his ass whooped by Poe. Yada yada. I'm not talking about the first movie. I'm talking about a later movie. Yeah, I know. You literally said a later movie. I'm talking about the first movie. I don't really. I'm talking about the first movie. I can say Kung Fu Panda. Someone take the spell tag and deanimate this corpse. Has a bit of an element added. A Maple Story. Since there's Mulong exists as a region. LOL. Hi, Jackman. Is that something from Subnautica behind you? I think it would fit in Subnautica, but no. I think this is the map maker's own creation, and just set to fly around in the background. It's a map made by Shiny Fivers? Shiny Flowers? It's FLVRES. Me double take. Leon hides new spell tag. What the? I think the same thing happens for all three big bads. They each have a double take moment where Poe makes them really think and they get angry. Yeah. I remember it happening in the second one. Does it happen in the third one? I don't remember Kai having a moment of, oh man, I am being bad and I could live, like with everybody and like get along. I don't remember it though. Me. The more you take, the less you have. Yulind make the big thing in the background come back. It does a loop. It's coming back. It's coming. Wiggle some fresh meat in front of it. It's a whale. They don't want meat. They need like a swarm of krill to attract them, I guess. Ugh. I don't know. I love Kung Fu Panda. Like, unironically, that is hands down my favorite movie. A close second is How to Train a Dragon. I really like How to Train a Dragon. It's a little upsetting to me though, because the relationship between Hiccup and his dad is just a little too resemblant of my own relationship with my dad. Who you got with you? We have Lunny and Comey with us. Do I even need to say it at this point? No. Hi, Mizuki. We were talking about you earlier. Was going to say you probably got some fish food in that instance. Up is also a very good movie. There's a lot of like really good movies like that. What about me? We were talking about, could you be friends with somebody if they only played games like this? And I was like, I get that a little bit with people who like, they just play the opposite side of games, that we could still be friends, but it's harder, right? So a good example of this is Mizuki. Dude only plays shooters. Dude only plays, FPS and third-person shooters, and I'm just like, not gun game pilled. That's not true. It's 100% true. What was the last game you streamed, Mizuki? I played FF14. That's fucking, I don't believe that for a second. I've never seen that. What was the last game you streamed, Mizuki? What do you mean you said you're not pro? Don't like DreamWorks to make live-action movies, What about me? Hi, Mizuki Pro. How far did you get in Final Fantasy XIV, Mizuki? Did you actually like finish the Dawn Trail story, or you like a bit behind? Cairo was going through it, and it was a lot of fun. Oh, I got to the moon? Okay. Cairo is going through it. They are post Heaven's Ward. And then Makai and Hobbit has also been going through, but they go through it off stream, and they are both. I think one of them is through Endwalker, and one of them is through Shadowbringers. Escape from Duckov. And gave up. Gave up? How did you give up? Are you telling me you didn't like the story? Huh? Oh my god. I think Onward is a good movie about a brother who lacks self-confidence due to not having a father as a role model. But in reality, his older brother was his role model all along. An indirect father figure. Escape from Duckov. I just imagined the Disney Ducks. It's... Escape from Duckov is a very silly game. Obviously, it takes a lot of inspiration from Escape from Tarkov, but it's silly fucking ducks top down. Base, to be honest. Good game. What time is it? 12:30. I need a shower. I fucking stink. I'm fucking covered in sweat. What targets do we have? Both of these idiots still going? They are. They are. We're gonna do a quick check to see who's live. I might jump into zombie survival, watching a movie, or just playing a different game for you. Okay, okay. I think we rated them recently. Actually, let's go off the numbers. Also, not sure if you checked out the HorrorCon Project Fest. I have zero intention of doing so. Based on Horror Map Worlds? Yeah, I have zero intention of doing it. Duck off the better, obviously. Dinky Pinky. I don't like how you say that, Globe. I don't like how you say that. Looks really cool, honestly. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it's very well made. But it is not for me. Flying behavior. That's already off. Where's that whale? Where is the whale? Oh, there he is. We'll put it there. Thank you for the socials. We're going to Sikaru. We're going to Sikaru. She is playing the one game. She's playing Satisfactory with Wolfie. They're probably not going too much longer because I was watching them for like an hour or two before I started. We're going there. Thanks for the stream. Bye-bye, April. Bye-bye, Yulind. It's funny that you say that, Ganna, because Elite actually used to call me that. Flash raid. Wait, did we raid Sikaru yesterday? I think we raided Sikaru yesterday, because I remember typing in the double S for Sikaru. No. I remember. I was, typing that in for Chatterino. It's invalid username. What? What do you mean invalid user? Huh? Defense budget times 3. Okay. Okay. I don't know how I spelled it wrong the first time, but got it right this time. Bye-bye, Eplin. Have a good nap. I enjoyed my stay. Happy to hear that. I will probably, at the very least, lurk with you later. I don't know if you're... I'll see you around. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 5 miles max incline. Thank you, Miaster and Icy and Huntera for the subs. You made the walk very, very, what's the word for like a hard exercise but good? I don't know. I'm too tired. I stink. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I love you. Bye.